I tried to think of something funny, but nothing came.
Yeah,
so.
that's my whole life. That's literally all I do is what would be funny right now. What would be funny is if I kill everyone with trolls. Yeah. Time for more Kingmaker. Thank you to the 5 of you, most beautiful, splendid, wonderful of people. One of the games I look forward to the most in my 14-day rotation of games. This is... Y'all are great, and I love you dearly, and thank you for your support on Patreon. The bad news is I lost everyone's initiative, so if we could re-roll initiative, that would be dope as hell.
All I remember, importantly, Dell was about to go.
I remember
That's the only thing that's important.
That's the only thing I remember. I rolled a 20.
I remember that we rolled really fast.
Oh, wow. All right. I'll take that.
Oh, we're taking it.
Ignore the note. That's something else.
Sure.
Hasn't happened yet. But I have it correct in the sheet.
Dope. Sounds good, buddy. Alright.
I'm so cheated right now. Rip. Alright, here we go.
Oh, I don't. No, I don't. That's an 18.
Okay, got it.
Hey, check out that one.
Damn. Hey, yo.
Someone had to pay the piper.
Somebody had to pay that piper.
I'd like my initiative, please.
I am going to demand that I keep this first turn.
I mean, you might.
It looks pretty good right about now.
Looks pretty solid. Okay. Got the 5 ears. Now I just need to jam in some troll-lols. I suppose Dazi as well should roll. And Jod, I guess, can participate in the combat. We can have a little...
Go home, Jod.
Go, yeah, you...
We get a little bit of Jod as a treat.
If he dies, everyone's gonna think I brought him along just to kill him.
That's exactly what's
I mean, you didn't? Well, yeah, we were all
I
pretty
really
much
thought he could dispel.
I'm pretty sure.
To be fair, he should have told us.
No, he didn't. He didn't tell us anything.
I remember when he suggested it, and he was like, it sounded like that voice Esker does when he's like trying to pull a fast one. You know, it's like,
we even learned, guys. We even
you know,
get him out here. Get him out here into the line of fire. No, we learned that Jod. Guys, book one, we learned that Jod couldn't lift curses because remember when the werebats bit all the party, and Tommy was like, a high-level cleric could remove that curse, but Jod isn't that high.
A curse is different than just like...
Than a curse?
Well, an enchantment.
Oh.
Technically. But I thought he was like bulking up in his spare time or something.
Nah, he's mostly just been really sad that no one loves him or his god.
That he was in there doing the Sarah Connor.
I assume so. Wouldn't you?
He's getting ready to take over the kingdom on his own.
Roll some lower d20s, please.
No, I will not. I gotta roll 3 for the doggos. Heckin' Bork, friend.
Oh, wow.
They add, what, 5? So 15 and a 9. There you go. There's your...
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. They don't roll 3d20.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty crazy. No,
yeah.
I get
the
it.
Trollhounds have this strange triune consciousness that allows them to all go at the same time. And an Etten. Big two-headed boy.
No one's gonna beat my 24.
Nah.
I don't think an Etten can. Second
Look
initiative
at him.
might have. He's initiative plus 3. Yeah, even on his best day, he's gonna get a 23. Bam! And he got a
21.
He did really good. He did his best.
Beat the whole rest of the party, I think.
Beat the rest of the squad. I guess I should. Jod, what do you do? Okay, cool.
Such a downgrade on my knit. It's ridiculous.
My bad. I hope everyone's
all good.
Forgive me in time. You all have a hero point. We can reflect in character after we're done beating the hell out of each other. And Kato is first. There is
I was actually gonna start my first turn with a reflection here.
Oh my
God. Please.
As Kato observes the horizon, the dark clouds encroaching upon the party give him an ominous feeling. Nah, just kidding. Let's kill shit.
We're in the swamp.
I hate
All
you.
right.
God damn it.
I wrote that one line when Esker said, "Please don't have a reflection today." in our group chat. All right. Oh, All right, let's do this. I know this isn't going to do shit because I did some reading up on how awful this this charm spell actually is on this ring, but
Nah, you got this, man.
All right. So to use the charm, to use the what is it, the activation word or something? What do they call?
Activate the Ring of Animal Friendship, I think it is.
Yeah, is that a what kind of action is that?
I believe a standard.
That's my goddamn standard. And what is the range on this spell? Far enough. Okay. I think
You got this, man. Crush it.
Crush your enemies. See them driven before you.
So the range is 25 feet. So let me just make sure I might have to move up a bit.
Looks good to me. Yeah, cast level of the ring is 3rd, so you would be +1 for every 2 levels, so the range would be 30.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Kato, wearing this ring, says this. Here goes nothing. He points it towards the owlbear, and he speaks the following activation word: "In brightest day, in blackest night,
no evil shall escape my sight." The owlbear rolls a 27 on its will save, and in fact escapes your sight.
And he doesn't do. Yeah, there we go.
Remind me, the owlbear is currently paralyzed. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
So
Eruxi's holding him still, I think.
Right. Yes. There was a hold animal on him.
So he was at a +9 on his will.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So unless he rolled a natural 1, he was passing that will save. Cool.
5%.
See, told you guys. Told you this was not going to do anything. All right.
But if it had,
as a free
is good odds.
at the very end, or I still get a move action because that was a standard.
Mhm.
So I will move. Where is Senya in this?
Don't want to move too far from the above, bro.
I'm just going to take a 5-foot step back here. Ding.
Oh boy.
And as a free action, I'm going to activate my second stance and fuse them together into my more perfect stance.
It's still just so hilarious to me.
And then, as at the very end, I'm going to scream out to Kalira, "This ring is useless! Bring it down! Bring that beast down!"
And Kato, you have 3 rounds
And
now.
end my turn.
And the owlbear is still paralyzed. Oh lord, he coming. The big boy. Biggest boy with 2 heads. What do you do? What do you got? You got... Oh, cool. So...
Chuck's boulder kills all of us.
Actually, what it does is it reaches behind itself and it draws... They look like they're supposed to be javelins, but really they're just like very large, sharpened logs. And he takes a step forward, and as he does so, he puts his like lunges forward and then yeets both of the javelins at the biggest and scariest target he can possibly see. And I actually saw Pyrenees in real life yesterday. I went for a hike. It was dope.
Great.
They're super cool. My house, I'd have to pay way more insurance to have one as a pet because they're too big. I'm pissed about that. I'll rant about that later. I'm attacking Minoru, 18 and 18.
Give me 1 second. I don't have my sheets open yet. $18 does not hit.
What a good boy.
Minoru catches one of the sticks like he's playing fetch.
Yeah, Ionia, what does your legacy weapon do?
That's the one that makes you crit on a higher threat range.
No. I thought that was the one you had to channel. And you
the
said you weren't
badger
going to
thing?
do that one.
Give
Do
me
you remember the crit one? You had to keep concentration in order to keep the buff active, and you're like, "Oh yeah, screw that."
That
give
was
me a second. I'll link it.
Badger's ferocity thing. I forget. In any case, Arturus, you're on. The troll comes storming forward.
Okay.
Oh,
Shot him, dude.
Oh, this is the one that gives you the bonus to hit and damage.
How much?
Give me 1 second to math all this again.
I think that's
1 plus
just
1 for every
enough.
6 equals
25 plus 5 feet per 2 levels.
So it's +2.
Cool. To hit and damage. Nice.
All right, I'm going to. Quick question: are these all like? What are they classed as? Giants or
Yeah.
humanoid giant or what?
Bunch of giants.
Okay, so I'm gonna my swift action. I'm gonna activate Bane weapon as against giants, which procs my spell Bane. So I'm at a DC of 20 on what I'm about to do, and that's going to be cast.
Barb chains.
No, let's go.
Mortal Tear.
That's tempting, but I think I'm gonna save that for the huge boy. I think I'm gonna try and do inflict pain on the closer troll, the one that.
Alrighty.
That's actually a 20.
Because of your Bane.
Yep.
Rah.
Rah!
Trying to get a one shot.
Just trying to neuter these boys,
Ooh.
in a manner of speaking.
Look what it did to my boy.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
A -4 for ever and ever. Nice.
1 round per level. Wow. Nice.
Anything else
Good
more
job,
for us?
Esker.
No, that'll do it for me.
Alrighty. Does it withdraws a wand from her, like over her shoulder, holds it up in the air. Does anyone speak Uruxi? I don't think so. Says something in Uruxi. And then all of you, Kalira would need to save against this, please, if Kalira is raging. Yep, she's able to hit everybody on the board.
It's a wheel save.
It's a wheel save.
In the wheelhouse.
Which
If it's
Kalira.
enchantment, that's a 20.
This is a transmutation, actually.
Okay.
Nevertheless, unfortunately, Kalira does pass the save. So when Dazia draws and casts Blessing of Fervor from a wand, because it's not on the shaman list, she's not affected. But all of you, each round for the duration of that spell, you can either increase your speed by 30 feet, stand up as a swift action without provoking, take 1 extra attack as part of a full attack action using your highest BAB, +2 bonus on attack rolls, and +2 dodge bonus to AC and reflex saves, or cast a single spell of 2nd level or lower as if it were enlarged, extended, silent, or still.
I'm not going to remember all of that.
Fortunately, I put it in the chat.
So we pick one of those each, and could we change it each round? Which
Yeah.
bonus we're benefiting from?
At the top of the round, you can get a different one if you want. All of you,
Cool.
you look around, and they're like, you can't quite keep them like in your like peripheral vision. They disappear, as if several Iruxi warriors were standing like shoulder to shoulder with you, shields locked, spears pointed down, chanting. It's probably why Kalira tries to save against it, because suddenly there's a bunch of ghosts everywhere.
How many rounds? I'm gonna keep track.
For the next 10.
My it's worth mentioning that casting inflict pain broke my invisibility.
Gotcha.
Hey, Arcturus. Well, thanks for
hey.
joining. You jerk.
Trolls come splashing towards Kalira, so Kalira can one-shot more trolls. It's just all coming up aces for Kalira. What's a troll hound? Speed is 40. Bork 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 55 as the troll hound splashes into the water. 65, 75 gets there, comes swimming and borking and swimming. That one is sad, and Kalira, you're on.
Okay. The owl bear is still paralyzed, correct?
Yeah, will be for a few more rounds.
All right. I'm gonna run over here and shout, "Set them on fire!" Is that enough for a charge?
Should be.
I don't think it is.
You moved 10 feet. Did you start?
This would be a sweet time for another one.
It is enough room for a charge.
It's also running through the troll's threat range. It provokes an attack of opportunity. 20 to hit you. For 7 points of damage, and then you hit for much harder.
Charge! I like that.
So you run up, it bites into you, I think.
23 hit.
And it like tears the flesh and skin and things, and you just kind of keep moving through it. I'm talking! Hello, friends. Do you not hear Tommy? Rip you! I'll rip you! I'll show you a rip! I'll rip! Oh god, I'm frozen over here too. Everything is bad. The whole world is falling apart. This is the COVID. The COVID has come to get me. Oh jeez. Oh,
it'll do that.
That'll do that. All right. Better? Hooray! Okay, so 20 to hit. It provoked an attack of opportunities. You ran through. I assume that hits Kalira.
I think I have the thing that makes it so I don't get attacks of opportunity when I try. Let me double check. Forget what abilities it affects.
I have that, rule I made up where nothing can make attacks of opportunity.
I have a powerful maneuver. But no, that's not one of them. Never mind.
Right. So it bites into you. You just kind of lean in and swing, and you hit it, and it takes 27 points of slashing damage. Dope. Anything else?
And that would be +2 because Cal also had.
I would like to do that'd be a Cornigan smash. So I would like to do an intimidate check with that.
Okay, sounds good.
Powerful swing.
Powerful swing. Very powerful swing there.
I think, Tibor, did you factor in the +2 from?
I'll put that in my sheet.
So okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, same. Okay, so yeah, good.
Damn. Yeah, you got him. He's V-spooped.
Oh yeah. Get shaken.
Get shaken. And Senia.
All right. So, Senia would like to enter her trance, and she's going to call forth Torvi's defense, which is my Spire Totem.
Alrighty. Sounds good to me.
She'd also like to enter Arcane style, which is her swift action. And she would like to activate her buff, which is my move action. And then she's going to shoot an arrow at one of the trolls, and it's going to be a fire. Hold on.
You're good. All right. So which one are you shooting?
She's gonna shoot the one that Kalira's attack.
With your fire arrow?
Yeah.
Ooh, he spooked.
All right. Get her done.
While that's happening, I don't remember. Did Jod bless the party before combat happened last time?
I feel like we had bless up, but I didn't know.
Okay.
I blessed it. I have it marked on my sheet.
Jod tries to bless, realizes once again he's ineffective and sad. He goes and mopes in the rest of the game. He's gonna shoot the Etten. And I think hit? That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
How much damage did that?
Nice shot, John.
So just the first attack because she didn't full round. But yeah,
Alrighty, who's my target?
the one Kalira attacked.
That one.
Got it. Alrighty. 27
And-
points of pew pew.
That thing hit me for 22 before, right?
Hit you for 7.
7.
Yeah.
And that was a fire arrow.
So it'll do D6 burning next
That's
on
the-
her next turn.
The like slow burn arrows or whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Bork. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 5, 15, 25, 35, 40 ends up there. Ionia, you're on.
Pathfinder dogfights.
Yeah.
Some Mike Vick shit here.
Put down your coins now, guys. I got a silver on the big one.
Correct.
The silver on the Greater Pyrenees.
Right.
Okay, so haste gives double speed, right?
Yes, if someone had cast haste on him.
Minoru and I both have quickness
Oh, right, yes. Okay, cool.
for 5 rounds.
Alrighty, and unfortunately they also, Blessing of Fervor does not stack with haste, so
Right.
the extra attack and the increased speed wouldn't be helpful here, but you would get a +2 on attack rolls and a +2 to AC and reflex.
Okay, so he's going to move around to this side of this guy
Alrighty, the Troll Hound would like to attack.
over here.
We will boom +8. Damn, Troll Hound's hit real hard. But a 20 doesn't hit Minoru, I don't think.
That will not hit.
Alrighty.
Jesus.
And then Minoru and I both will attack. We both get 2 attacks for the quickness, right?
No, because you're not making a full attack action. To do that, you would have had to have not moved.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But
Just
you
so
are
everyone
flanking
is-
now.
Just so everyone's aware, real quick, because kind of glossed over it. What Senya just activated. So anyone who was in adjacent tile to her, right now has a +2 dodge bonus against the next attack that's made against you until the start of her next turn, even if you move away from her after she's cast it. So it's until her next turn.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Alrighty, 17 does connect for 7 points of slashing damage. The 13 with the flank does connect for 12 more points of damage and 3 points of
And-
bleed.
And Ionia has legacy weapon as well, so that'd be +2 on the Gladius.
You got it. Alrighty, you stab Minoru bites. The Troll Hound kind of, again, the noise is like the mute hounds of Fallout 4, just echoey, howly, grossy in the background. And anything else from you?
I think that's it.
Goes to Kato.
All right. So are we allowed to charge through this marsh, or is this difficult terrain?
You can charge anywhere, like Kalira's charge was fine, but if it would go through this, you can't.
Or
As
to
long
the
as all
Albert?
the-
I'm not
Yeah, as long as all the squares are yellow.
yellow. Okay. Well, I'll just use my super movement then that I got from Fervor.
Alrighty.
And I will move through the owlbears. So I'll move up to this point. Yeah, I'll move right around to provoke from the owlbear.
The owlbear is still paralyzed.
Oh, so it can't provoke?
Mm-hmm.
None of your cheesy shit.
Oh, I thought it provoked against Kalira last round.
No, the
No,
troll
troll
did.
did.
Oh. Oh. Boo-hoo. Lame. Super lame. All right, fine. Whatever. Just die. I'm just going to attack. What a buzzkill. All right, let's finish.
I like that you went for it.
Let's do +2 damage, +4. All right, cool. Let's do this. And +2 for Fervor.
Leave it to Kato Sicarius to get for the easiest kill out there.
So
What's this? What's
just-
this?
just-
A creature that cannot move? Do anything?
Just
We'll
the,
stab it.
of course, just the first attack and only 3 precision, not 5. It adds 2 to
Got
both
it.
for some reason. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. 21. Alrighty. Speaking of owlbears, the owlbear is able to break the paralysis this turn. You stab it, and then it turns around and hoot, roar, growls, and is gonna full attack you.
All right.
Hey, this is probably best case. He shouldn't hit you, right?
All right. So let me think how I wanna respond to this.
Let me think about changing the stat block now that I'm not a huge creature anymore. That was only for a couple of rounds, right? It wasn't permanently
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't-
right.
it's not
Okay,
permanent.
cool.
I hate to tell you that, but yeah.
Oh, I love
Tell
it.
you what happened?
The owlbear goes beep, beep, beep really loud and then gets much bigger.
Oh,
I
shit.
forgot about
Okay.
that.
I did too. Not yet, though. I'm going to give it one more round.
How you can't tell me how many attacks this thing can make as a full.
It's
round
going to
attack,
make a
can you?
bunch, I'll say that.
This guy. Could you also tell me
All
his
right.
AC real
Can you
quick?
tell me his AC real quick?
What's his 2 attack?
All right. For his first attack, I'm going to activate the deed Dodging Panache,
Righto.
which adds my Charisma modifier as a dodge bonus to my AC,
Mhm.
and allows me to make a 5-foot step for free. So I'm just gonna move back here. Oop,
Alright, so
All right.
good. So no parry then.
not for this one. No.
And is dodging panache an immediate action? Because if it is, that means you wouldn't be able to parry any of these.
Well, I wouldn't be able to riposte
Right.
any of the parries, right?
Mhm.
Parries are attacks of opportunity.
Right.
Let
yes.
me just double check here
In
real
any case,
quick.
I'll just roll the first one real quick. 22 to hit.
No, that'll miss.
Alrighty. And second one's up.
All right, I'm reading the thing now. Deeds. Dodging Panache. When opponent attacks melee attack. Yeah, it is. It does burn my immediate. Okay, so I can still do parries, but no riposts. Ooh,
Right,
that's
yep.
kind of. I didn't realize that.
2 more coming.
All right, so I will attempt to parry this one. Ow.
What does 27 hit?
No.
Alrighty, and one more.
I'm not gonna just go attack. I don't think you can hit me. Yeah, you need nat 20s to hit me with dodging panache active.
I need a 39 to hit you.
Oh wait, you rolled a 9, not a 29.
Yeah,
Oh, for a
yeah.
second I thought that 19 was the roll. Never mind.
Got
Yeah,
me
but still
real
misses.
scared there.
I have
was
a
like,
34. I have a 34 right now.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Though, hold
I
on,
need a
that 20.
39 hit. He was
Hold-
about to bust out that character
Hold-
sheet and look.
Hold on on that 28. That might actually have. Okay. So, did you miss by 4 or less? 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite. Cool. So 4 of my dodge bonus is potentially temporary. If you miss by 4 or less, then I lose that extra +4. But you didn't quite.
That's crane style.
Crane wing, yeah,
Got it. Okay.
portion. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't cheating there. But now that attack you just made did. No, it didn't. It's only 28. Huh. Okay. Yeah, Pop, bring it. I'm a spaghetti man.
Spaghetti boy. All right, so we're gonna throw 2 javelins at Senia with a 17 and an 11 to hit.
That's against what?
Your armor class.
That's AC, right?
Yeah.
So 17 AC, that would hit a 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
But 11 would miss.
Right.
Okay.
Alrighty. So then the
Sorry, Tommy. I'm gonna recalculate your attacks then because I cheated. So here's what we have. The first attack you made was against 34, which missed. Then I lose that +3. So now you're at a 31. The second attack you made was a 28
Uh-huh.
against 31, so that missed. but because that missed by 4 or less, that drops my AC now again to 27. And then what was your final attack?
28.
Wait, you made how many attacks?
22, 27, 28.
22 missed. So the 28 will hit.
Oh, I see.
Okay, 28 hits, cool. So then
The 28 will
Senia,
hit.
you're able to dodge out of the way of one of the, like, it's a tree branch sharpened to a point about the size of your rancer, and they throw both of them at you. You dodge one, but the other one catches you in the shoulder to the tune of 11 points of damage. And the owlbear hit with his last attack for would not be 1d8 because I've shrunk a little bit. Pew, pew, pew. For 13 points of damage on Kato and a where's my right there. Okay. So it'd be -2 because I've gone down a size category, or -1 rather. No, -2, I had that right. Then a 33 over Kato's CMD.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that'll pass.
And Kato is grabbed as one of the claws hooks into his armor and just like gets around and under it, and Kato feels himself being like pulled down.
Oh God.
Troll comes a marching up. Taurus, you're on.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to, as my Blessing of Fervor, I'm going to cast a single spell of 2nd or lower as if it were extended.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Kalira
35, so I need... No, I'm at 30. I'm at 40. So I need to get 2 closer. I'm going to take 2 steps up.
Okay.
And attempt to hit Mortal Terror on this. So DC of 20.
Nice. DC 20 from the Etten. And Etten in Pathfinder 2nd Edition would roll this with advantage because it has 2 brains, but not so much here.
Damn it.
See it. Still shaking though, right?
For 1 round, yeah.
Okay, got it. And if that is all...
Oh, I see you are also a man of culture.
Dazia, basically, as soon as the javelin connects with Senia and like slides her back, Dazia puts a hand on your other shoulder and pushes you forward as you are healed for 28.
Nice.
Holy moly.
And this troll is
Who needs the rest of the Uruxi?
incredibly so. When you can just have one powerful full caster, you don't need anybody else. All right, we're gonna 5-foot step here and full attack Kalira. I am shaken. I'm very, very shaken. So I got a 15 and a 21 and a 21.
Okay, well, the way my AC works is I have 18. And when I rage, it's -2. So, so the first attack does not hit. The other 2.
Are you sure? Do you need to recalculate?
I think I got it. Yeah.
Hey, come on. My AC formulas are complicated. Okay, I'm still trying to get my head around how the bonuses like and
Also,
things work.
Like, that's how his class works.
I'm fucking
No,
dead.
I actually screwed it up the first round through. That's why I had to mulligan and let Tommy get his hit. I'm not trying to cheat here.
So we got 3 attacks for the purposes of Kalira's damage reduction. I forget if she has any by
Don't
now
have
or
that.
not.
Nah.
2
No,
attacks.
the first one missed.
But when I hit with both of my claws, I am able to. Basically, the troll leans in and bites, and you're able to kind of get out of the way. And then the 2 claws of the beast catch you in the shoulders and then rend down from shoulder like 2 feet. So in total, Kalira takes 30 points of slashing damage.
All right.
That's a number.
That is a number. This troll house smells blood.
Need the rest of you guys to, quit lollygagging back there.
No
That was this-
lollygagging.
That was this troll right here, right?
Yeah, the shaken one.
Did he take his D6 fire damage and
Oh, right.
from the slow burning arrow?
Roll that for me if you would. His regeneration does not tick. Matter of fact, it gets worse for him. Meanwhile, the Trollhound charges Kalira and rolls a 17 to hit.
One
point of burn damage.
Take it.
And he didn't
Good enough.
regenerate
Shut
5. It's the hella good.
Gets rid of his regen, if nothing else.
The Trollhound borks and runs and like lowers his shoulder and tries to tackle Kalira. Its jowls get around her leg and he starts shaking to the tune of 16 points of damage. And Kalira, if you can make a fort save for me. And then it's a... Oh, whoops, that was a D10. That didn't happen. Alrighty. Fort save is good. The troll's breath stinks. Like rotting. Like, it kind of smells like, on the one hand, like rotting chicken. And then on the other hand, like really good potatoes mixed together. It's like sickly, sweet, foul, disgusting. And the saliva certainly gets into the wound. And it dawns on Kalira that that's probably infected. But for now, you feel fine. And a 28, a natural 20, Kalira is tripped by the Trollhound.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This troll is... Oh, God, what happened to you, buddy? You got hit by a spell.
He's at -4 attack.
Yes, that's right. So he's going to 5-foot step and full attack Kalira. He has a -4 on his attack, which negates the penalty to Kalira's armor class from being prone. And it's right there. So first attack is a 21, then a 22, then a 14.
All but the last one hit.
1d8 plus 5 plus 1d6 plus 5 for 20 more damage, and it's Kalira's turn.
Yeah.
How you feeling, buddy?
Not good. Good at all. All right. So, what is it for me to get up?
If with Blessing of Fervor, it could be.
I don't have that.
Oh, you don't. Oh, boo.
God damn it.
A move equivalent action that will provoke 3 attacks of opportunity.
Oh man.
How's that sound? That sound pretty good to you right now?
Pretty bad.
God. Oh boy. Or you could fight from the ground.
You would take a -4 penalty, but could swing your sword, yeah.
Like a 5-foot crawl.
You could also do that.
I can make a 5-foot crawl and get up. I've done that in the past, I think.
Yeah, I will. What's it? It's a swift action to drink from a bandolier.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that first. Drink a one of those healing potions. One of those medium joints.
Alrighty.
2d8 plus 10, right?
Yes.
Chug that down.
Indeed.
Glug, glug, glug.
Glug, glug, glug.
A little real hurt, but you know, I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. So I can 5-foot step or 5-foot crawl. Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can move 5 feet.
Get him in the junk.
Being prone is just a penalty to my AC. So
yeah. -4 to your AC, and I believe also attack rolls. I will dig it up real quick. You would think, I think I said that with the Reclaimers, but I really want a third monitor that's nothing but every condition in Pathfinder for when I'm GMing, because I can't keep them straight to save my life. Prone. Come on. No search results found. Fire on you.
There's no. All right, you're good then. You can just.
Apparently, there's nothing
not a
there.
thing.
No
It's not a
effect, yeah.
condition. Sorry, friends. Aw, geez, Rick. Okie dokie. Prone, friendo. God, come on, you. A prone creature is lying on the ground. A prone attacker has a -4 penalty on melee attack rolls and cannot use a ranged weapon except for a crossbow. A prone defender gains a +4 to armor class against ranged attacks, but takes a -4 penalty to AC against melee attacks. So -4 to hit, -4 AC right now.
Okay. So I can full attack though?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try to drop it.
Hail Mary, do it, boy.
No, that's
Go.
Hail Gorham. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
-4 on both of those.
And who are we swinging at?
Feared boy.
A feared boy. Alrighty, so I think the second one
20,
might get to go
25
to
and-
target.
25 and 25. Wow, that good rolls, dude.
I know.
Sick.
Okay, so the first one, second legal target is over here. And let me check a Trollhound's hit points really quickly. Yeah, if you would like to flavor those kills.
Alright. So Kalira is just like covered in
Nice.
blood on the ground. And she thinks about running, then she goes, "What would Gorham do?" And then she grabs the hilt of her sword and just like crawls on knees and hands and up to the feet of the troll and slices through its knee clean through, and then with that same arc hits the back of his hound friend, and she looks at it as she's laying on the ground and says, "Your breath smells like roses, little one." And I would like to intimidate that young hound.
Okay, the young hound is presently dead-ish.
Oh, he's dead
yeah,
too.
you killed him.
You got them
whoops.
both. Oops, says the barbarian. You can tell, like, you see where your sword hits the Trollhound, and the wound is already beginning to knit.
That was my question on top of my round, but now
you know. But the other one is, like, the smoke was rising from it, and then you cut it down, and it kind of just splooshes into the water.
Alrighty, I'm chilling on the ground, I suppose.
And actually, it would only provoke from this one here now if you wanted to use standing up from prone as move equivalent, and you haven't used a move action yet, and it would provoke from the owlbear as well, I should say.
Oh,
I forgot the owlbear was there.
Might change the
Yeah.
equation.
yeah, I'm chilling right here.
Heard that. Senia, you're on then.
All right, Senya would like to keep firing her slow burn arrows. She's gonna fire one at this guy, and then she's gonna fire one at this guy.
That guy's dead.
Well, no, he's regenerating.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd shoot the two big trolls. The
Really?
troll hound. Yeah, the troll
No,
hound.
finish the hound off. You
All
got it right. Take it off the
And-
board.
And then I also can use my fervor, right? So I can also use another attack, right?
Mhm.
So I'll do, as part of my original attack, like I'll do a double tap on this guy, and then this guy, and then I'll fervor and shoot fire arrows at that guy.
Alrighty.
All right, that's better. That I approve of.
Okay. Yes, master. Yes, master.
The king has approved. You may go ahead and make the turn as you wanted to. Kato Sicarius' stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval.
Alrighty. Okay, so first attack
That's
is
the first
going which way?
So first one's gonna go here.
Alright, and if you'd like to flavor that kill.
All right, Senya sees that the Trollhound is not quite dead yet, and she can kind of see the wounds that change. She's like, "Oh no, better fire my fire arrow at him." So she fires the fire arrow at that guy, and then she sees that it stops regenerating. And then she yells, "You're welcome, Kalira!" And then she fires another fire arrow at the big troll boy over here.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. And the 20 hits for 15 piercing damage. And then one more attack at your highest attack bonus.
That would be...
Just do that one more, same thing one more time.
Okay.
We'll only count the first shot. Booyah.
Booyah! Alrighty, 9 more damage.
They're both on fire.
On fire. Oh, wait, yes, that would be the other one. Might be. Alrighty.
Between Senya lighting them all up with the fire and Kalira like eviscerating them, Kato's like, God, I'm getting no glory today. I'm just getting pinned, grappled by an owl bear over there.
Alrighty, if that'll do it from Senya.
That'll do it from Senya.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. God, Jod can't quite make it, even with Blessing and Fervor on. So he'll just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll move here and then shoot a troll.
Oh, look at that. A priest that uses a weapon. Look.
Not very well.
Well, time we got the real one.
You were saying?
Yeah. Alrighty. And Trollhound is going to bork at... this one will attack Ionia for a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
And if you could...
wait. Okay, so this Blessing of Fervor, I'm a little confused about how this works. Since I'm last in the round, would I have had to, like, if I declared, as an example, like the +2 on the last round, would that have ended at the end of my turn?
It would run until it goes around to you again, and then you would choose from that list again.
Okay. I forgot to call something from that. Can I do that retroactively, or
yeah, that's
am
fine.
I just out? So if I can take the +2 from that, then that doesn't hit.
Alrighty, sounds good. And this doggo is going to 5-foot step and attack Minoru. And 16 is much worse, and Ionia's turn. This one took 3 points of bleed damage and then healed for 5, so healed for 2.
Okay, so I'm going to full round attack this one.
Okay. Yeah, you will. For 8 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then I do get the haste on this one, right? Since
Yes.
I didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
Double ones. That hurts.
But actually, if Ionia would like to flavor it.
I don't know, I'll just Gladius through the throat.
Good enough.
I'm simple.
Stab, it dies. Its wounds, again, are already starting to knit back together, but...
What you don't realize is that it caught your Gladius in its maw. And it stares back at you menacingly.
Okay, so this one is regenerating.
Yeah.
Down but regenerating.
Mm.
So if Minoru takes a full round attack, he could attack this one and then attack this one, right?
Yes. You could, in theory. He is at -1 right now. He'll get 5 hit points back while he's bleeding. He'll get 2 hit points back at the start of his turn. But you could also take a troll or a trollhound or whatever and just keep kicking their ass and put them at like -90 something, and they could never regenerate out of it. So technically it works.
Or fire just stops them entirely from regenerating.
I mean,
Yes.
Senya's just picking off the...
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah, Minoru will just double attack this one then.
Alrighty. Nice.
Flagging.
Huh.
Enough for me.
Interesting.
That's
Baby-
weird.
Baby bites.
Little tiny baby bites. 18 points of damage, duly noted. Anything else from you?
And then does Minoru get the fervor as well?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll each take the +2 again.
Alrighty. So you made an extra attack.
Oh,
and a
wait.
full- Oh, you're hasted. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we both take the +2.
Got you. All right, Kato, you are grappled by an owlbear.
Yeah. So I'm seeing what this all these penalties are. So -4 penalty to Dex, -2 on attack rolls and combat maneuver checks, except those made to escape the grapple. And I cannot stealth. And since I use Dex for my attacks, that's a -6 on attack rolls for me in this case.
Mm-hmm.
That is super rip. Okay, I'm gonna make a combat maneuver and attempt to break grapple.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, a 30 is not quite good enough. You turn and you spin and you try to get out, but the owlbear is already like increasing in size as you try to get out, and the weight of him just crushes down on top of you.
Dear Lord. Hey, Kalira.
Yes.
Could use some help over here.
Yeah.
So that take my standard to make that combat maneuvers a standard action, right? All right, and I can move, or I can't move. So I can't do anything else. I don't think. Do I have a swift I can make? Don't think so.
Take more free actions calling out to Kalira, though.
Yeah. Kalira, help! Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty, at the top of the owlbear's turn, the spell sunder ends. It will only shut off for a little while.
Uh-oh.
And the big boy
becomes a bigger boy.
About as big as the houses in Rooston. As it is going to try to maintain the grapple with now its actual stat block. Where is that number, though? God, I can never find numbers. There we go. Okay. Plus that number against Kato's CMD at 29.
Yep. That'll be good.
And for the action, what it does is the owlbear checks the universal monster rules because it says it has a thing in its entry, but it doesn't have the thing in its stat block. So that's rude. And if I were to rend you, would that, how much damage would I do if I forget entirely. Oh, it's rake is what whatever, I'm just gonna pin. Kato is pinned under the weight of the owlbear as it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and then like his head sticks out from the side of the claws, but that's all you can see of him as the weight of the thing just crushes down. Meanwhile, I am shaken this round, not stirred. So I'm gonna 2 javelins at Arcturus. 5 and a 14.
The 14 actually hit.
Nice. 4. 1d8 plus 6 as tree branches come flying your direction. It's one of the heads is the head on the right is clearly much more afraid of you than the head on the left. So the head on the right is just kind of like screaming and throwing. And
oh wait,
really
was
wide.
that with the shaken?
Yes, they should have been plus 5, but they're plus 3.
All right. Yep.
And then
it wouldn't have mattered actually anyway.
Right head is a little better and just yeets forward and sticks you. And this guy is going to 10, 20, 30. And we're going to try to bite Ionia. Boom, 22 to hit.
That will not hit.
And Arcturus.
I am going to help. He's got a +9 to his will, man. I'm not fucking messing with him. I'm trying to decide whether I want to try to mortal terror the Etin again, or I want to inflict pain in this troll that's close.
Let me ask you something, DM. Is the arrow bear looking at these trolls? Are they looking like a snack or what?
It's looking like Kato that way.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm gonna try and inflict pain on the near troll, the one that has nothing on him. So
Okay.
that's a DC of 20.
You got it. And my will is +3. I'm good at a lot of things. Will is not one of them.
Whew. Whew.
Kato did stab it. That's a good point.
And
I will. Oh, I'm sorry, but I would have continued my thing before that was extended.
Of course.
Not that I shouldn't have, but I didn't declare it otherwise. So.
When do they take burn damage?
The start of their turn.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anything else from Artoris?
I will back to my previous position, and then that'll be.
Alrighty. Daz is gonna use her Blessing of Fervor to. That's been. This encounter will probably last for long enough that it will be relevant. So I'm gonna. Leave that on there. And I'll just move it to right at the top of Daz's turn. It is now 7 rounds until that goes away. She uses her Blessing of Fervor to increase her move speed, and 5, 10, dives into the water, ends up over here, and is going to try to do the same thing she's been doing to the owlbear, who resists it. She holds out her hand and incants prayers to the ancestors to stop the owlbear, but the owlbear it has become too strong. Too strong by far.
Man.
Meanwhile, full attacking Kalira. This troll, I believe, is on fire, so it would take a d6. And Kalira is still prone, I think?
Yep.
All right.
Man, that burn damage.
I mean, it's stopping the regeneration.
That's the important part.
That's the important part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, gonna grab a flank and full attack Kalira. 18. 18 to confirm the critical hit, and 15.
They all hit except for the last one.
That's all with the -4?
That is with a -4, a +4 for hitting a prone defender.
Oh, you're prone. That's right. Yeah. I forgot you didn't get up.
No, he did some breakdancing shit with his sword and killed 2.
I mean, it worked pretty well. The thing about trolls in Tommy is I always roll really good with, like, in Carrying Crown, I had a vampire hunter who went up to a troll who then attacked him, and the troll crit all 3 of the troll's attacks. So it's just like, this is the animal I am good with, I guess. This is my monsters. The bite does 7 points of damage. The claw crits you for
5.
14 points of damage.
He rolled low for once. This is.
And Clear, you're on.
You love to max damage me, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
Still very hurt, though. I'm just still doing the math on that. I think I got. Oh, I'm in the single digits, folks.
Oh my god.
They said it couldn't be done.
And I'm about to get. And I'm about to get eaten. This is bad.
Oh wait, no, I'm not. Ha!
Not quite.
Quite.
Not quite.
Claire is at like 11 hit points.
17.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay, yeah, think Goblin. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat last turn. I'm gonna drink a Gabo potion and attack this thing.
Alrighty, works for me.
Oh, it's so slow. I just did the wrong command. There we go.
Alrighty, nice.
Do a full attack. Time I'll remember the -4. Oh no, I won't.
Damn.
But it's -4 on both of those.
Alrighty, the 22 might not hit that. Nope, still hits. Never mind. All right, so we add 27 points of damage, then we add 28 points of damage, and then we ask Kalira to flavor that kill.
Still on the ground.
Oh my god.
Kato whining in her ear. She drinks another potion and looks down at the bottle and goes, "Bakken, why didn't you teach him how to be a man?" And then she thrusts her great sword up into the abdomen of the troll, and then with her second attack, she does a quick jerk, and all of its bowels just start falling into the water in front of her.
Nice. The smell
Splish
is
splash.
probably you've taken a bath, covered in the blood of your enemies. Okay, fair enough.
I cannot 5 foot here.
Yes. You could also you could 5 foot step to there and then use a move equivalent action to stand up.
Yeah, that was the plan.
That would put you just outside of the owlbear's threat range.
Yeah. All right, that's what I will do. And now
Nice.
my turn.
All right, Senya.
All right. I think Senya sees Kato in a very difficult predicament there, so she's going to, as a free action, drop her bow and take out a rancer as another free action.
Alrighty.
And then she's going to use her fervor to double speed to, I guess, I don't know how that works, like over here.
Okay, should work.
And then she's gonna attack the owlbear.
Alrighty, so moving there does move through the owlbear's now 15 foot threat range.
Okay.
So it is going to try its best to bite at you. 23 to hit.
That's 17 AC, right? Yes,
Alrighty.
I'm hit.
Sounds good. For plus 11 for 15 points of damage as the snap of the beak comes around Senya's like midsection. It growls and like leans down over Kato's body as if to protect its food from a would-be predator. Kato probably pees himself a little.
Just a little.
Kato probably pees himself a lot.
Just a little. All right, well, Senny, make your attack now.
Oh, shoot. Alright. She's gonna do this.
While that's happening, I'll go ahead and roll for Jod. Jod would like to attack twice. He's just gonna... Nice. Double
You
tap.
would like that, wouldn't you?
Double tap the owlbear and miss wide both times.
Ow.
Real bad.
It gives Jod some respect.
23
Let me
hits.
do
though.
it.
23 hits.
23 gets there for 16 points of damage. The rancer sticks in, the owlbear roars, Jod fires a couple arrows really fast and they get lost like in the feathers.
Jod's out here being the first archer priest ever to grace the...
Yeah.
I fired my crossbow well before Jod was a.
I don't actually recall this ever happening.
Yeah.
It sailed into like the dirt, but it happened.
But it did, just like Jod's.
You know
just
what?
the thing. Archer priests aren't good.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jod might be able to teach you a thing or two, Esker. Come
Oh, yeah,
next
you should
next
ask
time.
him some
I'm not
archery
doing
practice.
training with Jod. I got something else.
Speaking of Esker, Artoris is aware of what's about to happen solely by Artoris's positioning, because when the invisible person moves into the water, there is a splash. Dropping out of invisibility behind you is she looks like basically the standard run-of-the-mill like dwarven knight, save for the fact that her armor is like dark obsidian black with these weird like splotches of pink and random eyes that seem to like roll over there, almost as if, just to now completely devalue my flavor text, almost as if like googly eyes were put on her armor. I can't not. Her great sword, as great sword it is as she draws it, is made seemingly to look like a giant dagger, and she turns towards you as she drops out of invisibility, swinging this, and just, Girana sends her regards, Taxmaster. And we are gonna try to full attack you.
Because you're all like
Isolated.
the head of the church.
Yeah, that's...
21 and a 27 to hit.
I mean,
Yeah.
that 14 hit a couple turns ago, so
28 points of slashing damage from 2 attacks as she just like makes an X shape across your, like, as you turn in regards to the splash, and then just 1, 2.
Clear is like, looks at the outfit and is like, oh, it's cute. Kind of thinks that to herself.
Trollhound regenerates, goes to, was it -1, takes I think regeneration shuts off bleed, actually. So then goes to +4. Poor little guy, and is going to attack Ionia from prone. The Trollhound's body is still like putting itself back together, but the head turns as the like midsection is stitching, and it snarls and it snaps. Not very well.
I laugh at it.
The other one, rude. 24 to hit Minoru.
Haha.
24 does not hit.
Alrighty, and you're on.
Okay, so if I just keep attacking this thing, it'll just keep healing over time, right?
Mhm. Right.
You burn it.
Drop an alchemist fire on its head.
She's got flaming bolts.
I don't actually.
But you did, I thought we gave you some slow burners.
Flaming bolts?
Yeah, the slow burn. We made slow burning bolts.
For your crossbow.
What?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that ever happening.
Yeah, we were gonna have them. We had them for the
When we were marching out to
mercenaries.
find, yeah. We had them when we were marching out to the troll camp and got intercepted by the dragon. We've never used them.
I don't remember that.
No, we do.
Well, let's start with this guy here. Minoru is going to attack that one.
Alrighty. 13, unfortunately, is not quite good enough.
And he'll use his full round then to attack again.
22 is much better. Alrighty.
That max bleed is nice.
Indeed.
How's that one looking?
Not very happy. Still like snarling and growling and biting and carrying on, but like bits and pieces of it are all over the ground at this point.
Okay. How does Alchemist Fire work? Is that splash damage?
The 1d6 to the target and 1 point of fire damage to everybody next to him.
Okay, so if Minoru 5 foot steps here, that would not provoke from this one, right?
Right.
Shit, and then I guess I'm going to... Fuck. You know what? I don't want to do that. He's gonna 5 foot here. And I haven't attacked yet, right? Just him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, could I go around like this way to flank this troll?
Yes, it will provoke an attack of opportunity from the troll and the trollhound, but you could do it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because you're currently in the threat range of both.
How big are the trolls' threat range?
Pretty big. Their arms are like almost like gorilla length on their bodies.
Okay. And this one is up again.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna attack this one again.
Alrighty. And if you would like to flavor it, it drops to -2.
I don't know. These things don't seem worth flavoring. They're small.
Hey, take what you can get.
Oof.
I also
about to be
don't like
swallowed,
flavoring.
dude.
So,
I'm gonna no
you
my
want to flavor it for me, Del? Go for
my
it.
plan is to kill the owlbear from the inside.
Excellent.
It's funny, isn't being swallowed whole like actually a thing? Like that's a mechanic, isn't it?
It is. Unfortunately, an owlbear can't do that.
Ah, he's gonna chew you first.
He's just gonna tear you apart and throw the
I
body
mean, it's
parts
got a
everywhere.
beak, so it's gonna be a lot of pecking. Mostly.
But if it's enlarged, maybe I can like jam myself down its throat.
Choke it.
What's the CMD on that?
Yeah, what's the CMD on using my body to choke?
Oh, that's a fine question. I suppose just a grapple check from the inside. He's
Grab that
crushing
tonsil.
Never.
And I'm just gonna attack this one again to keep it down for longer, I guess.
Okay, works for me.
Boom, overkill. You.
You indeed. Sounds
Just
good.
stomping it.
And then if I can 5-foot step here without provoking, right?
Right.
I'll do that then.
Alrighty. And Kato, you are pinned.
Oh, and then I'm taking +2.
I am pinned. So let's see. This changes.
This changes everything.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my deed, Daring Do, to attempt an escape artist.
Okay.
I'm going to need to roll not only very high on the escape artist, but at least 1/6 on the, I think, to even have a chance of breaking this. But I mean, it's possible. So let's see, what are we looking at here? So I'll spend panache down to 2. All right, so he'll do my. Oh man. So at my.
Do you want to spend your hero point?
I'm thinking about it.
Only to roll the d20, or you could add an 8 to the d20 before the roll.
Sorry, what?
You could spend a hero point to re-roll the d20 if it comes out badly, or to add an 8 to the d20 before the roll happens.
All right, so I'm adding 1 here. I can add an 8, so that'd be a +9 if I spend the hero. Or I could re-roll. Well, at best, I could get as a 21 now, which... Or wait, no, 20 plus 9 plus 1, so 30 would be the highest. But I think I've rolled a 30 on a CMD already, and it didn't do it. So I'm going to, I'll spend my hero point to add the +8.
Alrighty.
And then add +1, so +9. Here we go. +9. Fingers crossed.
That would do it.
Woo!
Wow. Should have gave us a headset warning on that.
I rolled a fucking 19 on that shit. +9. Ah, so good. All right. So, what happens when I escape the grapple? Does it just end, or can I make my move still?
You're prone on the ground, but you're no longer pinned, so you can kip up and start stabbing and things.
Or I could just get up to provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Here we go. Now it begins.
Right.
Kato is going to stand up normally.
Alrighty, so since this is a huge creature, you would take a -4 to your parry.
Wait. Yeah.
Wait.
Hold on. I guess.
You already said it.
I already said it. I got to do it. All right. So I take a -4, but then I get a +4 for answering, so it's just it's a wash.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. And All right, here we go. So +4, -4. So there's my attack roll.
Alrighty. And there's mine.
God damn it.
You are pinned.
And you hit me.
We
I really hope
haven't
not. I
pinned
was
you
just...
yet. 14 points of damage and a can't math 33 over your CMD.
Yeah.
So you
God
raise
dang
your
it.
sword to block, and then it comes down, pushes your sword aside, lands into you, pulls some of your flesh away, and then latches on again as the owlbear hoot roars at the top of its lungs.
Oh god.
Son of a bitch.
Could we sunder it again? Tibor? Is that something you can still do?
I'd have to drop rage and then re-rage.
No.
Is that all from Kato?
At least I'm only just grappled now, right? Again?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not pinned anymore.
Right.
Goddamn. All right. Guys, can you? I'm struggling over here. I need some more pointy.
Yeah, I'm kind of surrounded, so.
I need some more pointy things. I know we're all in trouble right
the
now. You're
owlbear
surrounded.
fails to maintain the grapple on the owlbear's turn.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, I'm waiting for Jod to save.
Look at that nat 1.
Look at that nat 1. So Kato, you are able to keep your feet and squirm out of the way as the owlbear uses its standard action on the doors, basically.
I really want Esker to drop, and then Jod be the only one that can save him. Super hilarious.
13 misses Kalira, but a 22 hits Kalira as more javelin tree branches. 8 points of damage.
Ow.
And this one is still mortally afeared. Is going to full attack. Yodi.
He's also on fire.
Oh, he's also on. That's very important. Please roll the d6 of owies.
Yes! 2 points of damage.
As much as I forget that they're on fire, I also forget their regeneration. So we're gonna... I think actually I'm gonna attack Minoru. Minoru is the scarier thing. So I'm gonna... 13, 6, 13. The owlbear or the troll is too afeared and Minoru is too
Why did I pick a fight? Why did I pick a fight with the giant owlbear? I should have just went after the trolls.
Right, Gavith.
He wants that glory, you know?
This is the
Right. So I'm going to she's just like wielding a greatsword, right?
Yeah.
So 5-step here, I'd be out of her reach.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna say I don't know.
Later, bitches.
Your time in these lands is over, and then I'm gonna take 5 steps and cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I'm going to move because I'm still hasted due to channel vigor.
Alrighty.
I'm going.
So if you take a 5-foot step, that is your whole move action for the turn.
Okay, that's fine. So then I will. And move. My haste increases my move, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't do anything for me. Then I will cry.
Silently though.
She'll know you're square if you're not quiet.
No, shoot. That I've changed anything?
Now Jod's in the direct line of fire from me.
This is the plan all along.
This was the
Well, I'm just trying to decide if I could have instead. That's gross. I'm just worried because she's kind of creeping me out that she has some ability to see me while I'm invisible.
She's a dwarf, right?
Well, but she's got weird armor with googly eyes that might be augmenting her ability somehow.
Cast light on the eyes. We know that like there's certain items or certain
robe of 1,000 eyes or whatever.
She's wearing a robe of eyes, therefore can see. I didn't think about that, but it'd be really good for you.
That's what came into my mind. It was just wearing that armor that's like that you can't see.
I have no way of moving right now, correct?
Other than moving 5 feet, that definitely won't provoke. And then she knows the last square you were in.
Yeah, exactly.
And it has a 50% mischance to go attack you. But seems to be pretty, like, angry, confused as you disappear.
Her hitting me wouldn't break my invisibility, right? Only
No.
a hostile action from me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will risk it, and I will end my turn here.
All right,
5 foot steps, full round attacks your square, kills you.
Dazia tries another hold monster on the
that's what
owlbear.
Kalira would do.
The owlbear continues rolling amazing and does not get paralyzed. Then next, coming out from the corner of the map, you guys hear as he turns the corner, just, "Why have you started fight without King Hargolka? You fools! You wait on your king!" And come in stomping, carrying an enormous morning star, and Kalira, wearing the pelt of capybaras, is
Oh shit!
the king of the trolls. He's wearing a very crudely crafted steel crown over top of his head and a bandolier from which several like shiny red and orange things are hanging, and he turns and just, you! Pointing at Kalira. You will be first meal for King Hargonka! Ha ha ha! Foolish cultists think they need our help? No! No, no, no! He cracks his knuckles and moves. How far does King Hargolka move? I probably just moves
5 feet.
5 feet. King Hargolka is very lazy. Sorry about it, friends. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Double moving up. And Kalira, you're on.
He's like one of those, those video game bosses where they like step very slowly towards you, but if they reach you, they one-shot you. Like
Yeah.
It's one of those. Like he moves 5 feet every turn, and if he ever reaches you, you're dead.
He's Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm worried.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
And Kalira's on.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking.
Might be a bad time to mention I'm out of level 2 spell slots.
Glad we got all those sick debuffs on these weak trolls. The clear can one-shot.
I mean, would you rather I tried to debuff the guy with the +9 on his will?
Uh-huh. You'd have got it. I would have been grateful. But
Yes. We'll can move. I can make it to there. Or I could charge into this owlbear. That seems smart though.
we can take them together. We're gonna need to work together to kill this troll king.
Well,
We can't have a owlbear flanking us.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess you guys aren't doing shit to this owlbear. That's the problem.
I stabbed it. I stabbed it once, but then it's
Yeah.
grappling. But I get full round attack next round on it, so that might help.
I'm going to drink a potion and I'm going to charge at the owlbear since it's going to hit me regardless.
Okay,
Well,
sounds
wait,
good.
maybe it won't because it already used its thing, right?
Yes,
Maybe.
unless it
Yeah,
has
when
combat
Kato moved.
reflexes.
Right.
I have combat reflexes.
You could
Either way, I'm gonna
certainly
do it.
try.
Because even if I walked up to it, it was still going to hit me anyway. So.
Right, but it does not have combat reflexes, so you could charge up now. Well,
That is a roll.
roll. Oh, there it is. Got it.
And then yeah, we'll charge up. I'll look over and then I'll say, hey, Blood Priest, is that one of those whoremongering Granada bitches? If you're still over there, tell her bangs are shit. Then I'm gonna charge this owlbear.
All right, make it so. Pulling in with a 20 hits for 29 points of
Oh.
slashing damage.
This thing's easy to hit, thank God.
Would it be a
It's
plus
huge,
4
yeah.
since it's got a magic thing on it?
It's got a magic thing on it, you know? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Boom.
You love to see it.
Yeah, love to see it. And I believe it goes to Senia.
Alright, Senya's going to do her stabby stab, and then she's going to use her fervor to do another.
Stabby stab. While that's happening, Jod attacks the paladin
Triple stab.
twice. I think maybe hits one of them. Maybe. That would have hit the owlbear. I have many regrets.
Oh, it's an anti-paladin?
Mm-hmm.
I hate those.
I hate it. All right, the first one hits for 17 points of piercing damage.
Oh, wow.
The second one misses. The third one also misses.
Max damage.
Womp, womp.
Oh, I thought Jod hit the thing for 17 points of damage. I was like, oh my god.
You're like, actually, I think I will take his training.
Yeah.
Anything else from Senia?
That is all.
Alrighty, Jod turns, sees the anti-paladin, draws an arrow, fires it, and like it hits one of the eyeballs in the armor, and the eyeball kind of like rolls around out of the way, and then it hits the armor and the arrow breaks. The second one goes really wide. It's enough to draw the ire of the person, shall we say?
no.
We really didn't plan this, guys.
No, John.
Artoris,
Come on,
the anti-paladin walks past your threat range if you'd like to do something about it.
I will.
Stick out your foot and trip her.
No, I will be very unhappy.
All right. She uses her swift action at the one legal target on the board, the one person of good alignment on the board. She points her sword as she's walking menacingly towards him, and all the eyes turn and point like all at once, and you all can feel like the weight of it pushing down on poor Jod. As we're gonna swing in, we are adding our charisma to, of course, that isn't figured out in the stat block. That'd be convenient. And hits Jod for plus that, plus my level.
It's just like, oh my, yeah, that's a.
It's almost effortless on her part as the greatsword goes shoulder to hip on Jod, who is a 4th level cleric. And Jod does collapse.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Watch out, John.
And Esker just let it happen.
She seems very intently focused on Jod, who, like, he cries out, he collapses, and she's in the process of, like, turning her sword over to stab it down.
Oh god.
Speaking of that, Troll Hounds. So we're at -2, we heal 5, we go to +3. I'm gonna try to bite Minoru! Can't bite Minoru! We heal 5. Boom! And gonna try to bite Minoru. 18 does not get there. Yodia.
Okay, so I get my 2 attacks if I take full round attack, and then but I could still get like an opportunity attack if this guy like disengaged or didn't disengage, but left my threatened range, right?
You would need to leave his. If he were to leave your threatened area, you would get an attack of opportunity, yes.
You cut out there.
If he gets an attack of opportunity if Ionia were to do this or this, it would, and not use a 5-foot step, it would provoke.
Right, so if he moved away,
it would provoke from you.
I would get an attack of opportunity on top of my other 2?
Yes.
Okay. Minoru is going to try to trip the troll.
All right, sounds good.
And he will have he gets to make 2 rolls on that because we have tandem trip.
Tandem trip. Ooh.
It's all been for this moment, guys.
So I've been waiting. So let me just figure out how to do this. So this is Minoru's CMB, right?
Yes, you got it. And that is a number. Wildly successful. Patrol is tripped.
Thunk.
There's a splash. The water goes up everywhere.
Okay, and then he's going to. How's this one looking?
Not the best. Their wounds are knitting. They're like, given time, they'll get back to full, but mostly the troll hounds are just pissed off.
Okay. He's going to then bite that one.
Alrighty. And that hits, and that's 13 points of damage. which is enough to take it to -1. If you'd like to flavor it.
I don't know. He just tears into it with his teeth. I'm so bad at this, guys. And then this one is also still like down but recovering, right?
That one is currently at +3.
Okay. So if I were to throw an Alchemist Fire here, that would hit both of those little guys and Minoru.
Yes.
If he were to 5-foot step here,
it would still hit him because it is within. If this is the target square, he'd be within 5 feet.
Right, but he would get the splash damage rather than the direct damage, right?
Yes.
And is that made on a dex save or is that just straight damage?
Yeah, it's a 1 point of damage, reflex to negate, I believe.
Okay, well we're gonna try it. I'm gonna throw an Alchemist Fire here.
Ready. So doing that within the threat range of the troll will provoke from the troll, though.
I think I'm okay with that.
Alrighty, sounds good. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And if you would make a ranged attack roll for me. The troll goes to bite you and sees you're carrying fire, and it gets real scared and stops short. And a 15 hits the square. This troll hound is unable to resist and is off the board. This troll hound rolls poorly and is.
Hey.
You'd like to flavor those kills.
Real kills.
I don't know. I'm so bad at this. Pass.
Think.
What?
Just imagine you're writing a reflection.
So
Yeah, I take a lot of time to do those.
Ionia draws the Alchemist Fire. The troll tries to, like, as you're not paying attention to the troll, it leans in and sees fire. Anybody who speaks giant at the table hears the troll start freaking out about man's red flower and backs off. And you yeet and it lands. The plant here catches fire, and some of the, like, fun fact, I actually went on a hike yesterday in the middle of Kansas, and in Kansas, we, during the growing season, to prevent wildfires, they'll burn the fields, and, like, anywhere there is grass, they'll do controlled burns, and I now have very good frame of reference for how fast fire will spread when that happens. The plant catches, ashes and embers and things are thrown everywhere. Minoru needs to reflex save as well, please. I forgot about that one.
Whoop.
And Minoru is able to get out of the way as the fire quickly, like, it burns itself out really fast, but there's just like a quick of fire. It hits the troll hound that's down, and it, like, kind of, like, that part of its foreleg discorporates into goop, and the other one gets, like, full in the face and starts, like, wax museuming down.
Okay, and then I'm going to 5-foot step here.
Okay.
And throwing the Alchemist Fire, would that be considered an attack?
Yeah.
So then I'm going to use my haste to attack again here.
Sounds good. Sounds very good. And 7 points of piercing or slashing. You got it. Anything else?
I think we both 5-foot step. We both used both of our attacks, so I think that is it.
Alrighty, and Kato, you
All
are
right.
free of the owlbear's grasp. You see this
Time to
dwarf
end this
in full
stupid thing.
plate, like, getting ready to stab down on Jod. Artoris is
Yeah. I know, things are looking dicey. Kato is sat. He didn't even notice Jod what happened because he's been basically blinded by owlbear feathers this whole time, and he's just finally is free to make an action that isn't trying to get out of a grapple or a pin. So he's dead focused at what he needs to do. He needs to kill this bloody owlbear. So Fervor's still active, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use that as a full round to make an additional attack as part of my full action. So here we go. First two. And number 3.
Righty. All 3 of those
Nice.
connect. 13, 12, 15.
+9 for the precisions.
Gotcha. The owlbear is mostly just super angry as you stab into it. It turns and hoots, snarls, basically at all 3 of the things that are doing an ouchie to it. Anything
Not
else?
a single crit.
Not a
Bloody hell. In fact, I rolled 13, 14, 11. I rolled ass. Thankfully, this thing is easy to hit.
Indeed. The literal broadside of a barn.
Right.
All right. But because I did that, my AC goes through the roof. Yes, I'm all done.
Alrighty, I am going to attack all 3 of the marshals one time, starting with Kalira with the bite. 36 to hit.
Yeah.
For 18 points of piercing damage as like it comes down on your shoulder and pulls off flesh. The second one's going at Senia. A 36 to hit again for 17 points of damage. And then Kato.
So parrying this thing is basically an effort in futility, really, because of the penalty. But then it is at a +4. All right, what's he been rolling? I'm going to metagame this a little. So he's rolling at a +19. So, and I'm rolling at a +12. 36, 38. So he has been rolling hot. He's on like, hopefully he doesn't continue to roll 17s. Running out of panache. Screw it. I'm going to attempt parry.
I like it.
Wait. It's you said because his size bonus, it's a -4, right?
Yeah.
So with my answering, I will just make it a net 0 then here. All right, here's my
Straight
parry attempt.
rolls.
Alrighty. 29 versus my...
Ooh.
Woo! All right, here's my attack roll. My riposte, because I still have my immediate. Oh, and this does get the +4. So ignore the extra precision damage, it's still just 3 if this hits.
Gotcha.
First attack only, so
Alrighty, so then +18 +7.
3.
Ah, got it.
So 21 total.
Alrighty, still standing and mostly just super angry.
Oh. Down to my last point of panache because I can't get a crit if it saved my life.
Indeed. And it passes to the Etten, who 5 footsteps. As he does so, the next thing the Etten draws is less of pointed Sharpie sticks and more of just like gigantic tree branches. And we're gonna swing at a flanked Minoru for a 19 to hit and a 18 to hit.
Neither of those will hit.
Alrighty.
His AC is really high right now.
I believe it. The troll regenerates. The troll is now just swinging -4 from being afraid, -4 from being prone, tries to bite Ionia, and gets a total of 9 and misses, and Artoris.
Well, seeing my spell slots capped and having no weapon, I am suddenly remembering why all the feelings of why I really want a kingdom turn.
Artoris says, I need to go talk to the chief.
Back.
Hold on.
All right, I will. I mean, I have very precious few options right now. So the dwarf is about to basically execute Jod, right? Did I understand your description? And if I stabilize him, she can still technically do it if she manages to hit him hard enough to like do negative.
Jod will still be helpless. She can still coup de grace him.
She can coup de grace him either way. He's
right. Yeah. I'm wondering inwardly if Senya's gonna come help her boy here.
The ghost of Arcturus is speaking from much closer.
I have bad news.
Yeah, just wait till on her next turn you're gonna see something bad is about to happen.
All right. Well, I don't think I have the ability to save him as much as I would like to.
You could try like a combat maneuver, run up and grapple him or something.
Do you know what you're saying right now?
You know, like come up behind him and grab him. Like, what is that maneuver where you grab them under their armpits? Like,
I think
this
that
is a paladin.
maneuver is called "Get the Inquisitor Killed."
Yeah, like if you want me to die too to prove, and she's showing no hesitation about just executing people she downed. I'm not really about to go down there. I will nevertheless. I'm gonna cast Stabilize on Jod just in case maybe something happens that intervenes. And then I'm going to move. Gosh. I'm going to move. What was that? I don't want to move there. Actually, I'm just going to move there.
If you literally have nothing, we're not too far from the city. You could go and try to get help.
I mean, you realize that the equivalent of that the fight will be over like longer.
We're like 10 miles away.
I am content stabilizing Jod, and the only other thing that I could have done is, well, I don't want to get into it. Then I guess I'll switch my thing to gaining +2 on AC and reflex save, because why not?
Okay.
And I will watch on. Good thoughts are with you. My bless is with you.
Oh my god, I'm trying to draw a thing that I think that's about right. I think what I grab? I gotta count the squares. I want to grab the marshals with this 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. So I can do it. Okay, cool. So,
hey guys, could you have imagined if we had charmed this owlbear and sicked him on the trolls?
Would have been really glorious.
You'd have loved to see it. Oh my god. 5, 10, 15, 20. Damn it. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's the center of it. 5, 10, 15, 20. And 5, 10, 15, 20. And 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's the radius. Math is hard. I don't know why I don't play 5e. I guess I can't grab Kato with that then. Well, I can move it over by 5 feet. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Boink. Boink. And if you can make spellcraft checks, please do so. I guess I'll also get the owlbear.
Someone's casting spells.
They're Ruxy.
It's a really awkward radius. It's actually Ruxy, dropping out of invisibility. The halfling woman is definitely favoring one of her legs, and she holds out her hand and she begins to incant. As she does so, the swampy grass and plants and things all like supernaturally animate strange googly eyes that rise up and begin to wrap around our marshals. Unfortunately, Arcturus is not able to identify the spell.
Real bad, guys.
I actually have never cast this spell. I need to double check how it works. Alrighty. Every creature within the area of the spell is the target of a combat maneuver check made to grapple each round at the beginning of your turn, including the round is cast.
I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm having a hard time making out what you're saying.
Oh, I'm saying it real quiet. I went I'm trying to. I'm gonna grapple all the marshals real quick. Caster level is their base attack. Okay, got it. So then plus 15. So against Kato's CMD, a 30, a 27 against Senia's, a 17 against Kalira's, a 16 against the owlbears.
Seriously, I would have
Saves
passed
the one for the owl.
I would have passed all of those except the one that was actually aimed at me. Thanks, Tommy. You're the
Yeah,
best.
of course. These ones are. All right.
That came from the new challenger in the bottom right. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
This halfling here, she incants. Her eyes kind of like roll back in her head a little bit. Another eye in a dagger she's wielding opens up, and up everything rises. And if you were grappled, you take 7 points of damage. And all of you are, if you were grappled, you are pinned to the square. Meanwhile, Dazia now has a lot of big targets and one level 4 spell slot. She's gonna... Oh my god, I don't know. She turns towards Kato and just... Which one do you want me to try to stop? She holds her hand out and starts like... She looks at the owlbear, looks at the one about to kill Jod, looks at the new one.
Ogre King?
Looks at the Ogre King.
Save Jod, maybe? I don't know.
Let's say Ogre King.
Say Ogre King? Yeah, probably.
I mean, the owl has a +9. I
Right.
think we just have to accept Jod is gone. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Ogre King, he's an ogre, so maybe he's got a low will save.
Or it's a Troll King, isn't it?
Or troll,
yeah,
yeah.
Ogre King. That's what I meant.
Ogre King. Yeah, and he hasn't
if we
reached
could-
us yet.
If we could control him and then finish off the owlbear, and then you guys could clean up the humanoids while Minoru and Ionia hold the rest of the troll. I think you can do it.
Oh,
Minoru's been dodging literally everything.
that's
There's
true.
there's 3 of them.
No. We're talking about holding the king. We're gonna try and paralyze him like she's been doing to
Oh,
the
okay.
trying to
So
pick a
you
target.
you want me and Minoru to just hold the troll in the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll concentrate on finishing off the owlbear and then the two
How's that
humanoids.
owlbear even coming? How's he looking?
Mostly just pissed off.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you guys haven't really seemed to.
Still got a
There's a
+9,
lot
but-
of like sizable cuts and bruises and blood everywhere, but like the creature is not slowing down.
We actually haven't really hit him that many times either.
I've hit him 5 times.
if we could get like a good round of
Yeah,
all
but
3 of them doing full
But
attack.
your hits and my hits are different hits, you know what I mean? No offense.
Okay.
Just saying.
So Hargolka, final answer.
Unless anyone else feels differently. But
I
that's,
feel
like,
very strongly that she should do something about that. The Troll King that is about to really fuck up one of our days.
That's okay. So
Yeah.
you're on board.
Okay, and that's a level 4 spell, which means that in fact Hargolka is paralyzed.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
And
Alrighty.
that is going to try to save against it again at the top of his turn. And
Yes.
Oh, you love to see it.
rooted to the spot. Kalira, you're on. Kalira, you cannot move from the
now.
spot, and
I thought I wasn't grappled.
Are you not? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you
Oh.
rolled a 16 on me or something like that? 17?
Proceed. Never mind. You can
Oh, yeah,
move
you're
from the
good.
spot.
Can I move into his space since he's huge? Can I move like right here? Is that possible?
Sure. Yeah, sure. It'll provoke.
Oh, what a 5 foot? Oh, I can't 5 foot step in there though.
Yeah, you can 5 foot. That's cool.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna get right up here under its chin, and take a couple swings at him.
Okay.
Well, no.
Oh, woof. Well, the
Yeah,
28
one more, though.
hits.
We still have fervor for one more.
Kalira,
Oh wait,
No,
you
it's
didn't
the
get it.
last one.
God damn it.
Oh wait, I can
You were-
start hasting though. I'll haste you.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
it's
a
a
thi-
spell like, right? So you,
That's
a-
not spell like, but it's a feature
thi-
thing. So
That's a thing you have, Esker.
it didn't matter because everyone had blessing
Oh, yeah.
fervor. So I forgot Kalira didn't. So that's good.
Well, I just lost it. So that was the last time I had it. So I am yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty, just double checking. I think I might have ferocity. I don't have ferocity. And so, Kalira.
Oh wait, I did want to intimidate him. Forgot
you
to
sure?
do that last time. Yeah, I want to intimidate him.
Good.
Wait, he just took the token off the board. So
What?
I'm assuming he's dead.
If you'd like to flavor it.
This is one. I got rid of that.
Kalira just shouts at the corpse at the top of her lungs.
Kalira steps in underneath the creature's chin and she takes 2 slashes at its throat. A little disappointed she couldn't get the whole head, but she is bathing in its blood as it rains down on her.
I love to
That's
see
really
it.
nice. How delightful.
And then she turns around and like these shadowy horns appear over her head as she glares over at the anti-paladin. You're next, Bangs.
Alrighty, and Senia.
I have bad news, guys.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Oh, you love to see it.
Oh no. Senia probably just freaks. That's probably why she gets grabbed, is she sees Jod goes down, freaks out, and
Job
then
goes down and she gets stunned.
I
Or
start
dazed.
staring at her. Jod could try to stabilize. It's kind of arbitrary because indeed I'll roll it. She could roll really bad and he could crit his save. But she takes her greatsword and runs it down.
Takes her great sword, she runs it down.
Plus that, well, that'd be can't math.
That one, she misses the target.
43 points of damage from the crit, and like Jod is on the ground, and the sword goes down, and Jod breathes no more. She'll take a 5-foot step this way, and Ionia.
First we lose Keston, now Jod.
So
You
that's-
guys,
We lose like
Better-
NPC every boss fight.
you guys better create like a
God memorial.
The Jod
memorial for
Kafka
Jod.
Memorial
Yeah,
Graveyard.
then that's that cathedral that Eskers has planned. It's gonna be a Jod cathedral.
in memory of Jod. In memory of Jod.
We'll just put a Keston / Jod
Okay.
Memorial Grave.
No,
Put
we'll
a
fig-
cornerstone in there.
let's-
Put like a little
Yeah.
cornerstone
Let-
right there.
let's figure out how we're gonna memorialize the dead once we find out how many of us are actually dead at the end of this.
Yeah,
Seems reasonable.
yeah.
You know,
I'll
fun.
tell you what, Bangs is next. I called it.
The Bangs Memorial Graveyard.
All right, time for me to go fight the Ogre King.
But first, it's Ionia.
Okay, so this troll is still prone, right?
Yeah.
Which I believe gives me and Minoru both +4.
Mhm.
And then do we get an additional bonus for flanking?
Yes, you'd be swinging at a +6.
Okay, well we're both gonna. Well, first I will full round attack the troll.
Yes. Oh, you got 2 attacks?
With fervor.
With that blessing of
No, this is actually the last round of my haste.
Oh, she has self haste too.
Yeah,
but
yes. I was
either way,
forgetting.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. 12 points of stabbing in. Wounds go to nip back up. Minoru. Ionia stab.
Is he on fire? I thought he got burned.
Yeah.
I believe
That
those
one
only
did not
last
get
for
burned.
1 round.
Oh, okay.
And actually that one was out of the range anyways.
They're
It was
talking about the
other
bow.
troll.
She
Oh,
she shot it
right,
early.
right. Okay. And then Minoru is going to
Yeah, it's 1 round.
bite probably twice as well.
Alrighty.
Need to give Minoru like a flaming grill or something on his teeth.
Yeah, that's real good for
And the troll goes to -17 as you guys maul.
Oh,
the
was it
thing to
already
death.
down?
Yeah, it's down from all of Minoru's attacks is what does it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then I don't think I can move because I took my full full
You can
round attack.
You can 5-foot step. That's
Right.
it.
I can 5-foot step.
Mhm.
Then I will 5-foot step this. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's not gonna make a difference. I'll just 5-foot step this way.
Alrighty.
And I think that is it for me. And also, we no longer have anybody with legacy weapon up.
Alrighty. Kate is
No more
curious.
legacy. All right, I'm gonna try to
Oh, and
escape
I'm gonna
artist.
take the +2.
I'm gonna try to escape artist out of these vines. What's the what would the CMD I'm trying to beat on this grapple be?
Oh, it's a number.
It is a number.
It's
Okay.
definitely an integer. It's on
I
the
hate
line
when
somewhere.
you always do that, man.
Well, I don't know because it's not like I'm trying to.
It's a
disengage
number.
From a person.
It's
Yeah.
a number.
All right. Let's see what we got here. And a laggy roll. Oof.
It's a
Beautiful.
much higher number than a 14.
Yeah.
So you don't say.
Throw your sword.
Yeah.
God damn it. Can I? 1 second.
Hey, well, is one of your forms gardener?
Adele, how would he use two forms at once? Would it be?
He would merge.
All right. My turn.
Curious.
That's all. That's all I got.
Oh man. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna attack a dog with an Etten. Here we are. I lost track of the counts on the dire collar. I'm gonna say dire collar has, because that only lasts a minute, so it should have 3 more rounds on it until Minoru is back to medium sized.
3 more rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack, unless you have a different number on your end. Attack Minoru.
I forgot it was
Jeez.
so I wasn't keeping track.
17 to confirm against Minoru.
Nope.
17 does not confirm.
And then
Tank.
Oh wait, that's against his flat-footed, right?
no, just his regular standing
Oh,
armor
his-
class.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't confirm then.
There's a bit of armor around the back of his head when the club comes down that stops him from getting his brained. But 14 points of damage. And we're gonna what do we do? We're gonna 5-foot step over here. This
Is that
troll.
from Minoru?
No, he just moves 5 feet.
5-foot don't provoke.
This troll,
Oh, right.
This troll regenerates a little bit and is still mostly very sad. And Artoris, you are up.
I will.
You know what you're doing.
I mean, there's really only one turn. Haste Glira.
Haste Kalira. Alrighty, at the top of the caster's turn. Okay.
Why is she?
I'm sorry?
I was gonna nothing. I didn't even mean to hit my push dog. Ignore me.
As I do. Alright, sounds good. Okay, so
Damn.
each round the Black Knight succeeds on a grapple check, which it's going to do again. Got it. Okay, cool. And actually, it says I'm only supposed to roll this one once and apply it to everyone in the area, so that's what I'm going to do this time.
I'm sorry, Tommy. You're cutting in and out for me.
Sorry, I'm looking at like different parts of my room as I read it. With Black Tentacles, you're only supposed to roll the spell one time, not as one for each of you. So that's my V. So I'm just going to roll this once against both Kato and Senia. 31.
Oh my god.
That's against what spell?
Your
CMD.
combat maneuver defense.
Stay rooted.
Yes, there we
Yeah.
go.
And,
That 31's gonna definitely.
and you both take 8 damage.
Oh god.
Can I do
I'm
now?
gonna get
Wish
low
you
by
had
a...
that dispel, huh?
And then Kato. Yeah, we'll target Kato with this. Kato, can you make a will save for me? And spellcraft checks from anybody who can make them.
She's still casting spells. What is this, broad?
She's a witch.
I'm going to use one of my 3 uses per day charmed life, adding my charisma bonus to my will save. Do not tell me if this passes, because I also have improved iron will, so
Sure.
I will keep that.
All right, and it does indeed pass. Are any spellcraft checks at the board?
Oh yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Man, I was waiting for Kato to be like hypnotized, but also can't do anything.
Not quite. It's almost worse. The spell she was casting is called Feeble Mind. It's a very common spell. Feeble Mind is amongst various like bestial cultisty types throughout the world. It literally reverts someone to animal level intelligence. It's almost like a primal regression.
Dude, no effect.
No effect, barely. Otherwise, Kato's intelligence and charisma both would have each dropped to 1. Kato would be unable to use intelligence or charisma-based skills, cast spells, understand language, or communicate coherently. And it would be permanent.
Oh, what? What?
Mm-hmm.
Permanent? Yeah.
The subject remains in this state until a heal, limited wish, miracle, or wish spell is used to cancel the effect.
Jeez.
Oh, good thing I passed it.
If Kato is able to cast arcane spells, Kato would have taken a -4. Do I have any quicken spells?
No.
Actually, I really don't. Fair enough. So then she's just gonna make sure she's in range for that spell. She is. And
Oh, that priest does that too. Yeah.
Well, I'm out of spells. Bye. Yep. That's the life I'm living for.
Dazia is going to move forward, reach out her hand, cast Breath of Life on Jod.
I thought she was gonna speak to dead on Jod. That would have been great.
Jod, you fool! Why did you not lift? You had so much time in your room all alone. You've used your quarantine time very shittily.
Jod, do you regret anything? I regret everything.
I regret nothing. D8 plus. So if this would bring him to positive, he comes back to life. It unfortunately is it negative. Oh, that actually, I gotta do the math. It might. It's gonna be really close.
Oh man.
He's at -44 right now.
-44.
He's healed for 38. He goes to -6, which does stabilize him.
Whew!
It's like a little defibrillator situation there, huh?
Pretty much, just runs up, clear!
Like, beep!
Argolka!
Don't do it.
Remains paralyzed. Kalira, you're up.
Ha. Alright. Kalira is, damn, I'm not far enough for a charge, am I?
And
it's
the
difficult
water
right
here
anyway.
would be, yeah.
Alright, so I guess we'll... Sorry about your haste. I can't really do much with it. Since there's nobody around me, Esker. But it does give me the ability to move up in her grill. So that's something.
That's all I want.
So moving like that provokes an attack of opportunity from her. And she's gonna swing in. Giant greatsword dagger looking thing.
I have +1 to my AC. Let's see if it matters.
She adds 17 to hit.
Okay, probably not.
28 to hit. Whoops.
That would have missed me.
Damn it.
18 points.
We're back to max damage, are we? Okay.
Just hear from behind Kato would say, that would have missed me.
Okay.
As the life is being like drained out of Kato as tentacles are wrapping around his throat. And
Right.
shit.
I'm like,
I would have dodged that.
but it's stupid.
Why didn't you dodge?
Not looking too good, but
Yeah, dodge. Is Piccolo here?
There's been a lot of regeneration. It stands to reason Piccolo could be a troll.
Tommy, are you also a Team 4-star
Yes.
fan?
Oh, yes.
Just the
Yeah.
first one.
I see you are a man of class as well as I.
I do what I can. All right, 26 coming in does connect. And I am possessing many a spell-like ability. So 26 points of damage.
An intimidation check.
You got it.
That's low.
She seems very unaffected. Like, she almost barely doesn't notice you. She's turning around and you yell at her and all the eyes on her armor go to glare, and then she turns and just kind of smiles real wickedly.
I got one more potion left. I'll drink that.
And Kalira.
So I'm grappled, so I can't move, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can attempt a combat maneuver to ungrapple.
So what I
Or you could try to shoot your bow with a
Oh.
negative. Or no, you couldn't. You can't because that requires 2 hands to perform.
2 hands.
Didn't she drop her bow?
I also dropped my bow.
It's over here.
Will
Should have 2 bows.
Have to.
will Ionia be mad if I threw an alchemist fire this way?
Not be mad.
You
You
could
know, you would
also,
be very happy.
if what you could do also, Senya, is if you targeted this square right here, no allies would be in the splash.
What if I threw it like here-ish? Will that get both the troll and her?
Unfortunately, it's only a 5 foot.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna throw an alchemist fire at the troll that's currently down too.
This square right here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Make a ranged attack.
One sec.
Okay, and if you would like to flavor it.
Alright, Senya, being entangled by these vines, does the only thing that she could do, and she takes out the alchemist fire and chucks it at the down troll.
Alrighty. Jod's taking a nap, and I'm gonna take a 5 foot this way, and the first attack goes at Kalira. I think I power attack. We're good power. I very rarely power attack with my monsters. I'll power attack now.
I just realized I could have thrown an alchemist fire too when I failed my escape artist last. Grr.
Who is she attacking? I'm sorry.
The first attack goes at Kalira and misses. The second attack goes at Dazia and misses. And Ionia.
Okay, so Minoru has 3 rounds of enlarge left, or just 2 now?
Should be 2.
2. Okay. So I'm going to. That's the wrong thing. I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to give Minoru quickened again. And I am no longer quickened, but I could then use the rest of my movement to go here and then use my fervor to attack this, right?
Yes.
Fervor requires a full attack.
Oh wait,
action.
yes, you're right. I thought quickening Minoru was a swift action. That's my bad.
Yeah, that's a full action to. Yeah, okay, never mind. You're right, I see. Okay, so actually, I think all I can do is move here then, and then Minoru will 5 foot step here and attack twice.
Alrighty.
And then we'll both just take the +2 again.
First blood on the end. 22 hits, I presume. Yes, the 1 does not.
Those are some really bad rolls.
Anything else from you?
I think that's it.
And Kato Sicarius.
First of his name.
Just get out of the vine.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. All right, let's try another. Let's try another one of these.
Unfortunately, a 24 is not quite good enough.
Son of a...
Damn, it's gonna be a high roll.
Yeah, holy moly. I'm gonna drink a potion from my bandolier.
Alrighty.
Welcome to my life, Del. Like these turns?
So I didn't actually, because my bandolier was already full. I didn't take one of these fancy goblin potions. What's the roll on those? I have one of the regular cure moderate wounds left. What was the roll on the? Do you guys remember?
2d8 plus 10.
No, that was one of those.
The regular one is
regular ones we've been for, right?
2d8 plus 5, I believe.
That was fun. Bell.
Ooh,
was almost
Spaghetti Boys almost back to full health.
Full attack. The first attack goes at Ionia for a natural 20 and a 22 to confirm.
The 22 does confirm because I'm no longer hasted.
Tune of 28 points of bludgeoning damage as you move forward and it like swings its club and comes like a big uppercut into your jaw. And
First blood on Ionia.
And,
the combat.
And second attack on Minoru is a 20, which misses.
Yeah, that'll miss.
5-foot step. And Artoris.
I'm tempted to. All right, I don't know. I'm debating between hasting Ionia and hasting Senya. Or I'm sorry, Senya. God,
Yeah,
Kalira.
don't haste me. I'm like,
Until you're out of that, yeah. I guess since I get more guaranteed value out of Kalira, just because she's already in melee range, I'll go ahead and haste Kalira.
Alrighty.
That extra full round attack might actually kill the stupid dwarf anti-paladin piece of shit.
And that'll do it for me.
Sounds good. Alrighty, goes
Dwarfs.
here at
Dwarfs
top of
way
their
down
turn.
Still running.
Plus 15.
I like her style.
To try to keep you two grappled, you are wide open.
Ha ha. Yes.
I'm
Now.
free.
She will use her standard action to cast the same spell again.
Damn it.
I'm free! I'm free! Dang it! I remember the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. And all of that ground is sad. And then it's a 17, which is... I might have got Kate.
No. What?
I don't know. And
Why would you? Not even.
He's pissed.
Yeah.
he's pissed.
Does that get anyone? Does that get Senya?
I don't think so. It certainly
No.
doesn't. Yeah.
No way.
Nah.
I don't know. He's got the
Uh,
dex strength thing going on. I don't know what's going
She's raging, bro. She's raging.
Dazi is
Oh,
going
rage.
to...
I mean, it was. Wait, was it even close? Well, it was kind of close. I have a 20 CMD right now.
Okay, fair. So when it goes back around to Ionia, Minoru will be small again. Dazia is going to...
So one thing about Crane style is in order to keep that dodge bonus up, I have to actually make attacks in the previous round in order to sustain the dodge.
She's going to
Keep
move
me.
over there. It provokes from the knight, who hits. That'd be... Jeez. Dazi begins moving towards Kalira. She's going to resolve here. That would be smarter. The tune of with the power attack, 24 points of damage as like Dazia's back is opened by the sword.
Oh
Oh,
no!
lordy. Nevertheless, she reaches out and she is going to do her very best to cast a Cure Severe, or a Cure Serious rather, on Kalira, who has to save against it.
Yep.
Jeez.
So if you roll a will save, you might get 27 HP back.
Ooh,
That's actually a really low roll.
And the save fails, and so you are healed for 27.
For how much?
27.
Oh, wow. I need it done.
In doing this, Dazia walks into the black tentacles.
Kalira will shriek. She's like covered in blood. She looks like Harry. She's like, ah!
She took 24 so that you may heal 27.
Meanwhile,
Blood magic.
Hargulka is still gonna just sit on his butt, I guess. And Kalira,
What a champion.
the best.
All right. Let's see. All right, and I guess I will.
Take her hat off. There you go.
Damn.
Wow.
Do I need to swing the third one?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
For God, 6
You rolled a
more.
max damage crit.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's insane.
Welcome to 60 land.
And I'm gonna wait. Did you hit her for 60? And you did. That means I need to make a fortitude save for massive damage. Okay, that
Tons of
happened.
damage.
She's still up.
She might be. I haven't done that math yet. She doesn't die to massive damage. She's still standing. She doesn't look good, but she's still standing.
Intimidation check.
Okay.
Kargan
again.
smash.
Ugh.
She doesn't seem super. She seems more concerned about the gaping hole in her chest and not the thing you yell after.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty, and Senia.
Alright, so Senya's free now, yeah?
Yes.
No longer PTSDing.
Oh wait, what does 16 have hit? Just because I forgot to add the
no.
+1 for the haste. All
Would
right,
not
never
have.
mind.
So
Better have your bless on there too, pal.
I do.
All right.
Oh shit, I haven't been adding bless. For anything.
That's why you put it in your sheet. I keep telling
I
you.
know.
can Senya move here?
Yes.
That's 10 feet away from this gal here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attempt to disarm.
Sounds good.
Ooh. This always works.
And it's a 29 over the CMD of. Yeah, that works. It works by 4.
Nice. So Senya moves in and she takes a swings her answer and he catches the sword and she chucks it away.
Works for me.
Good old disarms by Senya.
And then
You're the only
John
person You're the only one I've ever seen reliably I'm just gonna casually disarm this guy. Rolls 29.
Real good. It's real good. Okay, we're gonna move 5 feet over here into the water, and oh god, the thing about being an anti-paladin is I can't heal myself, but I can harm people. Her sword goes flying. She steps back. She's not looking good. Blood is running down both sides of her mouth and several gaping wounds. She holds out her hand, and this dark, blackish, purplish energy begins to run through it. And she reaches down to touch Jod. She basically can't miss him.
Damn.
Jod
Vindictive
takes
ass. Yeah.
22 points of negative energy damage. And she puts her hand down on Jod's forehead, and then the energy starts to push, and the effect is like pushing through an overripe melon. She just goes through and through it to the floor.
That was her dying.
Jod popped like a pimple.
And Ionia.
Jod!
Okay.
He's stunned
I'm
again.
going-
No, it's first time per only the first time in a combat. Yeah.
Now I'm real mad.
You might have been able to just kill her instead of the disarm.
Just
I'm
had
going.
the floss.
I'm going to quickness myself,
All
and
right.
then 5 foot step here, and then Minoru will 5 foot step here. Minoru is going to trip the Etten.
Alrighty. A 20 might get there. 20 is I want to believe too. Unfortunately, a 20 is not quite good enough.
It's too big.
No.
Too big.
And then does CMB isn't affected by bless, is it?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Does the 5 foot step doesn't prevent me? Well, never mind. I already took my action. So yeah, that's it for us then.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. I accidentally zoomed in to take a picture of Jod's dead body, and then I screwed up I forgot we were on OBS. Oopsie daisies. Okay, cool. Gato, you're up.
That was just rude what she did. Can we just talk about
That was pretty rude.
conspiracy theories are going to run amok that I somehow had something to do with this? I wanted him to live.
And Minoru is regular sized dog again.
Yes, I will.
Uh-oh.
This is all happening in 1 minute.
Like, are you kidding?
Yeah, and it's like, this is what. Oh, yeah. So you hear Kato yell out. How do you pronounce the name? Harkuka?
Hargulka. I want to believe that's how Kato would pronounce the name.
Hargulka! You call yourself a king? I'll show you a king.
Oh,
Here he goes, flossing on the paralyzed.
Yeah. Let's see, 5, 10. How much more fervor do we have?
You got 2 more rounds.
2 more, so I can make it to him with the double move. 15, 20, because that's 25, 30, and then enough. I'm basically 10 feet away. Okay, so I mean, he could stay paralyzed, and I could just like cut him down through paralysis. That'd be amazing.
I mean, it's not a bad idea if you think Senya and Cal can take the rest.
Until he grapples you again.
Well, no.
As long as he doesn't break
Don't
it.
forget to burn him.
Yeah. Move up there.
Okay.
And I will make an attack.
Assuming this isn't like soft CC, like a MMO thing.
A 16. Hargulka is presently helpless, so it definitely hits.
Okay. So 22.
You got it.
Runs up and slashes him across the chest. You call yourself a king? I'll show you a king. And
Mostly
said
yes.
I'm like with the full animation of the attack this time. I'm like,
I see.
embellishing it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go into the end.
I'm done.
First attack at Ionia. Man.
Oh, geez.
21 to
This is
confirm.
second crit.
21 does not confirm.
Alrighty, and then second attacks at Minoru. 17 to hit Minoru. And so it's only
Nothing will ever hit that dog.
16 points of
No
damage to
tanky, it's
Ionia
ridiculous.
and Artoris. Well, I'm in a 5-foot step.
So Ionia and Minoru, you're both hasted. You hasted yourselves, right?
Yep, we both have quickness.
Okay, and no one's even. Ugh.
Kato's probably the most.
Oh yeah. Good call. I'll haste Kato.
I fervor for 1 more turn.
Oh, then I won't haste Kato. I'll haste. I will.
Well, we all have fervor for 1 more turn, right?
No, Kalira resisted it.
Oh, right.
I will instead take a look. I like what you've done here.
That's a Wayne's World quote.
Sure is. Put Abadar's truth telling on this king here. I'll show him.
Do it.
I will. Ugh. I guess I'll move here.
Okay.
And then for it doesn't even make sense to do that. I guess I'll I'll hold.
Alrighty.
Not actually mechanically, just pass is really what I mean.
Gotcha. So goes to the black tentacles. A 19 against the barbarians and Dazia's CMD, which is enough to get Dazia.
Oh.
And she takes a number of damage equal to 1 laggy computer. Push, computer, push. It's trying its best. As that happens, Kato, will save, please.
Kato, what?
Will save, please.
Oh.
She's still trying.
Oh my god. All right.
What's the range on that spell?
100 feet plus 10 feet per level.
I will use my second of 3 charmed lives for today.
Alrighty.
And I will. Do not tell me if this passes yet. Ooh, that was slightly lower, but still a 12. Yeah, I'll take that roll.
All right, and it passes. This is a little closer. For a second, you're going to shout, and in your head, like, the words kind of devolve into growling, angry mush, and you lose focus.
I'm so charming.
But you're
so charming, I'm able to push through it.
Like Malcolm Reynolds said so long ago, we are, in fact, much too pretty to be feeble-minded.
I'm much too handsome to be made stupid.
Indeed. Right, can she break out? Oh, is she gonna try? Oh, Lord.
Please don't. Please don't.
No, she's talking about. It's talking about.
Dazia breaks out, takes a 5-foot step, and is gonna heal her. How bad does? She took like half her health. She's gonna heal herself.
Oh wait, she's.
Boom for 28, and that literally was all the damage she had on her. And Hargulka, buddy, I need you to break your stuff.
I need you to not break here.
Oh, 20.
It's a 20, which is not quite good enough.
Oh,
yes!
Clear, you're on.
Coup de grace next turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk up, or do 5-foot step up to her, to the anti-paladin, just dragging my sword behind me. Where do you think you're going? Full round attack. Character sheet somehow closed.
And if you want to
It's a
flavor
weak crit, but still crit.
Well,
She explodes.
she does indeed. If you'd like to flavor it.
All right. So yeah, it's after she drags her sword behind her, she just swings up with it as hard and fast as she can and cuts her head off.
And she collapses.
Actually, you know what? No, I'll just I'll do old school. I'll swing it down over my head and just bisect her a little bit.
And she collapses
she's got
on
armor
2
on that
different
one.
sides.
Damn. All right.
Anything else?
Yeah. Look around and say, "Where are you, little one? My arm is itching, and I know there's witching about." I'll just movement over to her.
So you made a 5-foot step and a full attack.
Oh, do
so
I?
she's-
Do I not have my movement?
Yeah, you are there. Antonia.
All right. So with the anti-paladin gone, Senya, I think she's gonna redirect her ire on the Etten.
Okay.
So she's gonna like move right here-ish.
You have your both?
No, it's
Both
dropped.
It's on the floor.
Mhm.
And then she's gonna
Attack.
Alrighty, we got a 15, which is a number. Unfortunately, the 15 does not hit.
Even against helpless?
The Etten is not helpless.
Oh, the Etten. Sorry, I forgot she changed. Yeah, she went. Okay.
I went against the one that's still moving around.
Yeah, good call. Good call. No,
And Dionia.
Okay, so Minoru and I both have haste now. He's going to move 5 foot step there. I'll 5 foot step there. And he's going to try to trip again.
Alrighty. Which is successful.
And then he doesn't get to attack as well, right? That doesn't count as an attack.
Right, that was his attack.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for the purpose of haste, that doesn't count as an attack. Like
For the purpose of haste, that counts as one. He could then attack on top of that.
Oh, he can attack on top of that. Okay.
And hits for 7 points of damage. Alrighty.
And then I will attack twice as well.
You got it. And you stab in. He takes some owies. Anything else?
That's all we can do.
Alright, Kato. Oop the grace! In the immortal words of Hercule from Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3.
So, as a full round action, I will make an attack that automatically hits, automatically crits, automatically confirms crit. So I just roll crit damage then.
Right.
All right, how do I do this? I think this will roll non-crit and crit, so we'll go with. All right, so 40 on the crit. Plus, I guess 3 precision, because precision isn't multiplied by crit. It's just
Right.
flat after.
So he takes 43 points of damage.
And fort save.
He makes he is currently reading something. Okay, so you definitely go ahead and flavor the kill.
Wow. All right. So previously, Kato, like, I'll, call yourself a king. I'll show you a king / cool. And then he's like,
Previously on last turn.
previously on
God.
Okay. Then he says, big bad troll king, so helpless, aren't you? As he kind of circles around him. He's like, what a pathetic state you're in. This state is not fitting for a king. Let me put you out of your disgrace and your misery. And he flourishes his blade, holds it up to the throat, and as he stands there, he says, there's no honor in this kill, but I don't just fight for honor. I fight for the survival of me and my friends and my kingdom. Farewell, fake king, or false king. And he slashes with full might through the jugular of the troll. Now I know he's...
And the wound immediately begins regenerating.
Regenerating, yes. Somebody get an alchemist fire!
He is...
You have like a bunch on you already?
God, what is that?
That's a full round action. That's a full round action, though. I can't do any.
-1? Yeah, it puts him to -1.
I wish I hadn't made it a plot point that I gave you all of mine, Kato, because I could have at least done that.
All right. Can I critically hit Ionia again? I'm prone. Can I critically hit Ionia again? No, I can't. I really cannot. And second attack at... I gotta reach to 10 feet. Let's attack Senia for fun. 14 to hit Senia.
See, hey Tommy, do you remember when I asked you, like, how long does it take to enchant a weapon? You were like, a day per 1,000 gold or whatever?
Uh-huh.
That's quite a shame, because I was actually... I was gonna go see what... Go get a flaming enchantment on a sword, yeah.
Mm.
Is that against my AC?
Yeah, 14 to hit you.
Nah.
Alrighty, Arturus, you're up.
Well, Clara, do you need the movement to reach her?
Not my turn, no. It's all difficult terrain.
Okay. So would the movement aspect of haste at least help you get there, or
It would definitely help me get there easier. I mean, she has a turn coming up, so I don't know what she's.
It's true. I mean, it looks like we have the Etten under control. I'm more worried about her continuing to try and enfeeble Kato. So I will haste Kalira again. Much as I hate you, like in character, we usually end up hasting you. So
I mean, it's one of the few buffs he doesn't have to.
I guess I don't hate you anymore because you did save my life. Never mind. I take that.
Yeah, you're actually indebted.
I haste you.
You owe him a life debt. Or her.
I didn't say that.
Alrighty, fair enough. Goes to the halfling. Halfling's gonna. What do I even do? More of the same, really. I can cast that spell like 6 times a day. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna point it at the barbarian. The barbarian is probably the center. Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20-foot radius, centered on Kalira. A 32 over Kalira and probably Dazia's CMD.
Yeah, that gets me.
That would get Dazia.
Well, I didn't want that to happen.
No.
The ground is full of craziness. And both of you take 6 points of damage. And she's gonna stay right where she's at. Dazia's gonna try to break out. And probably maybe get there. In theory, nope, not quite. Hargulka is... God. I'm gonna save against the paralysis. In theory, and... God, do you even know? His body is now twitching. But he's really not moving very... Well, no, he would regenerate. So then his eyes open.
Oh my god. Right, trolls.
And he looks at you and just... Little one. Hargulka will show you, king! And as a move action... Well, nah, does he stand up? He might stand up. Does he stand up, though? Would I rather... Man, nah. Those are all words. He's gonna... Oh, I'll just attack from prone. I attack Senia. And a 14 probably misses Senia, though. And Kalira, you're on.
Alrighty, I guess I will try to break out. Just a CMD, right?
And that's good enough. You got it.
Oh, hell yeah.
32. Can I do that thing where I go 3 times my movement? I guess I don't even need to.
No, because all of this is difficult terrain. Each one of these is 10
Okay.
feet.
All right. But I'm hasted, so that gives... So I can only move 30 from here, max.
Yeah. You're hasted, so you have a speed of... Since you're a barbarian, 70?
Well, yeah, I have 30 normally.
Because armor. So 60. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You could double move right up to her, but you couldn't charge.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. And then I'll just whisper. I'll kneel down, whisper, let the tendrils of owlbear gore drip on her and be like, I told you I'd find you. And my turn.
And Sania.
All right. So throwing an alchemist fire is like a full action. Right?
It would be your standard action. It would provoke from Hargulka and the Etten both.
But you could 5-foot step. I think out of the Etten's range. Over here.
All right.
Throw it.
All right. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna throw a alchemist fire at Hargulka.
Alrighty, it provokes an attack of opportunity from the big guy. And it misses again. His club swings through the underbrush and sends a bunch of water flying, but not you. And then if you could roll a hit, and that hits, and roll a d6. Still standing, screaming in rage.
Not for long.
Ionia, you're up. Ionia, Hargulka has 1 hit point if you want to steal the kill from Kato.
I will
Do it.
Oh man, it is
Do it.
tempting. It's really tempting. Okay, well, first off, because I keep forgetting, I'm going to use my swift action to drink a potion for my bandolier.
Of course.
I only have light. That's a D4, right?
A d8. 1d8 plus 5.
1d8 plus 5, thank you. Okay, that's feeling better. Minoru's going to double attack. The Etten is still prone, right?
Yes.
We're going to double attack with Minoru.
Alrighty. And 20 more points of damage on it. Putting it at that much, which maybe possibly gets there. Not quite. The Etten is still standing.
And then I'm going to attack once on the Etten with my Gladius.
Alrighty. Which hits and does 5 piercing damage.
And then I'm going to throw an Alchemist Fire at the
You're so mean.
You
You've
asked her
stolen
to do
so
it.
many kills throughout this campaign.
You said throw fire on it. That was literally your command.
Mhm.
She's just
Fair.
obeying her
Exactly.
liege.
She's just following command.
Fair enough.
It provokes from the Etten. 24 to hit, and if that connects,
Ooh, 24 is actually what you need.
and 12 points of damage.
Then you drink.
Well, that was my healing, so we're still good.
Should have just killed the Etten.
No. And then I will make a ranged attack against Argulka.
All right, that hits his touch. And he's got 1 hit point, and his regeneration is off if you'd like to flavor that kill.
I mean, you chose to do this.
Yeah, if this isn't really good.
Then it's treason!
Super underwhelming. Okay, so Ionia slashes at the Etten on the ground as she pulls with her left hand. She pulls an Alchemist Fire and throws it at the same time as she's hitting the Etten over her shoulder, and then the Troll King explodes in a fiery burst of rage. And then and Ionia gives Kato one of those one of those smug shrugs, like it was nothing.
Kato is going to nod back because you followed instructions.
Okay, so then...
It's true, I did call for the Alchemist Fires to finish him off, so good job, everybody.
It's not over.
Thanks, my lord.
And can I get a quick spellcraft check from Ionia?
That's true, it's not over.
Spellcraft from everyone?
Just Ionia. Well, yeah, everybody's fine, sure. Even though Ionia's got it.
Okay, I'll just...
So when the Alchemist Fire goes off, and this should have happened on the first one, but I didn't think about it until just now. Like I said, Hargulka is wearing a kind of like bandolier of these weird reddish, orangish, glowy spheres, and you realize Ionia, probably with a sudden oh fuck, that he's wearing a necklace of fireballs. They're basically grenades. He could pick them up and then they would poke a ball bigger in his hand and he could throw them and it would duplicate the effects of a fireball. The thing is, if the necklace is being worn or carried by a character who fails their save against a magical fire attack, or things like you throw an Alchemist Fire at him, the item has to save. The item passed its save, fortunately.
Oh, wow.
Otherwise, that would have gone
off like a bunch of grenades.
to the tune of 1 8d6 fireball and 2 4d6 fireballs and 3 2d6 fireballs.
I'm sure Dell would have just used
we're
his
past
charisma to
the-
dodge all that.
Right. We're past the risk of that happening, though, right?
And you're at the point where now they're on the loot table. But
On the loot table.
You were that close to killing Dell, basically.
He doesn't know that.
It's a 20d6 in fireball damage. But I digress. Speaking of Del Kato.
So I could reflex save those, right?
Yeah, you would be fine. You'd probably kill like Senya.
Aww.
It'd probably kill Senya, but you'd be fine.
Or hold
'Cause I
on,
even have that-
where's our Taurus? He was here.
I'm
Saving.
a
Our
better
Taurus
guy.
is like just out of range. Kill the Etten.
Oh, well, then you should have done it.
What?
Senya would have been bad. Minoru, just Senya, Minoru, and Kato.
I mean, Esker, you know what happened. You can just always set him off if you want to. Your
Now's the
turn.
All right. So now I'm gonna go.
Do.
Now I'm gonna go steal Ionia's kill.
I've had so many this combat. Go for it.
So I'm gonna move there.
All right. It provokes an attack of opportunity from the Etten.
Let me check something real quick before I commit to what I'm going to do.
The Etten does not have combat reflexes. I lied. The Etten attacked Ionia. Proceed.
That is right. All right, cool. Oh my.
Wow.
12 might not actually hit.
And 12 does not. The 14 hits a prone
Is he still
target.
prone?
Yeah.
Oh god,
And
serious?
if you would flame it. The
Oh,
first
right,
one-
'cause-
first one missed.
first one
you
missed.
no wait, you don't have a second
Wait, I
attack.
didn't-
You move.
No,
you
I don't
move.
have that. Well, I
Don't
moved.
you dare flavor it,
Yeah,
Arcturus.
don't I dare flavor.
Artie.
And I did. Wait, I had bless, but that's 13 because I've been forgetting to factor in bless.
13 would still miss.
How dare you?
And fervor's done, right?
Yes, Blessing of Fervor is done.
Ah, I missed by one. I feel so.
I will cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, and then try and cover the ground between me and Kalira. Is this square still like gross?
Yes, all of the where those
Ugh.
diamonds are. They're not
All right,
fun.
and this is all difficult terrain, or
Mhm.
how much of this is?
Difficult terrain through anywhere that's water, basically.
Okay, so would that be difficult?
Yes.
So that's 10, 5, 20. Is that another 10 or a 5?
That'd be 5 there.
Okay, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and then I will end my turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna roll to cast defensively. I need a 21. Aha! And spellcraft check, probably just from Arcturus.
Just from me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not sure. Does a 16 hit Kalira's touch?
Yes.
And then I need to check and see if this spell allows save.
Some real spooky shit's happening down here,
A
guys.
little bit. Yes, if you could make a will save for me, please, Kalira.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Want to let it ride?
Now I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, thank god.
Righty.
Ah!
Oof.
Unbelievable.
So she's made some knowledge checks about the people in the party before I choose which ability score I'm hitting. I needed to open Kalira's sheet so I could make the proper choice myself. She reaches out and she smiles, and this dark energy overcomes her hand, and she touches you on the head. And Kalira, as your intelligence is permanently reduced by 6, when she casts Bestow Curse on you, it all kind of fades away. Dazia is going to try to. Oh, on that note,
She cursing Kalira.
Yep.
That's amazing. I mean, it's not, but it's hilarious because of your character.
10 points
And how
of
much you
damage
love
to
curses.
Dazia, and she's still stuck. She's gonna try to break out. She probably knows exactly what spell was cast. How's your spell? Nope, never mind. She's got no idea. And boom, can't break out. Kalira, who's now about as smart as Minoru is.
Yeah, more or less. Right, I guess I'll attack. Like a rabid animal, straight Wolverine mode.
So a normal attack then.
Alrighty. Both of those connect. Actually, the 13 misses. Yeah. But I definitely have some witchy things. All right.
Uh-oh.
Stab in. She kind of just smiles as you hit. Just, oh, you found me. Oh, good little dog. And Senia.
Oh, that's funny because you're as smart as a dog now.
Actually, what is Minoru's intelligence?
I think 3.
Minoru is slightly smarter.
Yeah, Minoru has to be at least 3 in order to learn feats.
Right. Alrighty, Senia, you're up.
Oh, Senya's done raging, so she's she's fatigued. I guess she can do a 5-foot step this way and attack the Etten.
Okay,
Yep,
I
what's
get
your name?
intimidation check since I did go there.
Yeah, sure. Got him. She's very, very scared.
Stupid wild animal, still a dangerous wild animal.
And Senia, if you'd like to steal that kill from Kato.
Yeah.
I mean flavor.
So Senya, exhausted from all this battle, she takes a step closer to the Etten and stabs him while he's down in the throat, and he chokes on his blood.
Good.
For Jod.
And Ionia.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out just how much speed I have. It's just double with haste, right?
Plus 30.
Plus 30? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's diagonal. Okay, so I can move there without a dash. And then with my dash, that's just my regular speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Minor is super fast. That's all we're going to be doing is running, so go ahead to Kato and I'll just catch us up.
Kato.
So Kato has to ask, how many hit points did that failed fort save on the Troll King lose him?
I put him to -1 because it would have
Right, but
killed
like
him.
how much? Right, but how many hit points did he have? Like, what did I actually deal with that attack?
What your coup de grace? Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, I just want to know how many hit points that move actually like. I know it brought him to -1, but like, what was his total hit point score?
I hadn't calculated it actually because he got taken out of the battle really quickly. I maxed his hit points like I did the owlbear, plus that number. He had 144 hit points at max.
Cool. So I did 145 damage in one attack. Beat that, Kalira.
I did earlier.
You did 60. I did 145.
Okay, well, my full attack. You use
No.
your full attack. I don't get to count my full attack. It's a little cheesy, don't you think?
It's one attack, but okay, no, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
One strike.
Yeah.
All right.
Minoru actually can get all the way over there with a dash.
Nice.
Kato will. All right. He's like feeling pretty good. He doesn't care about the kill steals. This is war. This isn't like some dueling tournament or something. It's like no big deal.
That guy's he's rationalizing.
He knows he did. He knows he did all the damage. So
There
he
it is.
and he did call for the fires to end the to burn the regeneration.
So in a way, you really had the kill.
Really. Now that he has sort of his bearings back, he noticed he's come to terms with, oh shit, Jod. He's gonna full sprint over to the corpse.
And at this point, Jod has been inside. You move into the black tentacles to move there. You could definitely see that.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah.
Hence the try.
Oh, got you, the triangle. Okay, I've moved to the edge.
And Jod his head is kind of melty, and lots of it has been like upturned from the chaos that is ensuing in here. Dazia's stuck in it. and Jod's just kind of, his pieces are being thrown everywhere.
God. Jod! What have they done to you? Those bastards.
I suppose also
Kalira,
the anti-paladin's head is probably also getting squooshed.
Kalira, kill that witch. If you can understand me. Can.
Kalira does not respond.
And I will end my turn.
All right, goes Artoris.
All right, so I can't actually. I'm not close enough to haste Kalira. So I need to be like.
Would haste help the what's her name get out of the mesh?
Not really.
It hasn't yet, so yeah, I need to move there, I think. And one more, I guess that'll be a dash. And then that'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Can we stick... Oh my god. I'm gonna... With my last breath, I curse Zoidberg.
Curse who?
Nobody, because it rolls badly. She loses the spell. She needed a 25 and she got a 23, so I can't...
You still have Fervor?
No, Fervor's off.
Yeah, Fervor was off since last round.
Dowsy is able to get out. She 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh gosh, what do I do though? It'd be so much overkill to start Call Lightning now. How's everybody looking?
I'm Gucci.
Gucci.
Took a pretty nasty hit
pretty
for that great
low.
sword earlier, but other than that, no.
Minoru is bleeding a little bit, but looks fine.
Okay.
Thoroughly cursed.
Which could be, yeah, she'll cast Mass Cure Light Wounds on Artoris, Minoru, and Kalira. Of course, I don't have it in the macro. That'd be convenient.
Oh, I'm still rolling low on will saves.
14 back to Kalira, Minoru, and Artoris. And Kalira, you're on.
I'd love to see it.
Minoru's fur is still matted with blood, but otherwise he's fine.
Alrighty.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll do a full round attack. Not many words, not much words to say here, but.
And that's 27, 30, 40, 57. I really wanted to try to Feeble Mind Kato before I died, but I don't think I'm going to get that chance. Yeah, no. If you'd like to flavor it.
Yeah, Kalira just raises up her sword and she starts screaming, Ashley, Turok! And she just slams her sword down on the dwarf or halfling over and over and over again.
Oh, wow.
A fine mist ensues, and that is where we're going to call this one. That is the end of Rivers Run Red. If you want to do the math in the Kingdom turn, everyone levels up, and that's where we're going to call it. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back at it next time with the after effects, of course, by all means.
Thanks, Tommy.
That was
Sorry for coup de grace your end boss.
It's okay. I gave you a 10th level caster to be there to hold person Hargolga, but
that was crucial.
I'm gonna go find me some caffeine. Say bye, y'all.
See you.
Bye, y'all.